How's it going, everybody? Doing some more old world discussions and looking at lists because you guys won't stop. Oh, my camera's not even on because I'm a professional. There we go. Yeah, you guys won't stop sending me lists, so I guess I'll keep reviewing them. I guess I like it as much as you guys do. We got Alex in chat. How's it going, Posh Goblin? Portuguese horse, how's it going? Gnome, I love your name. So yeah, I gotta fix. So bear with me. I'm gonna fix a couple of things. I just really quickly rebuilt the stream. I was fighting with EPUBs all morning. Well, I'm trying to be, a responsible person, and I purchased all the books off of Black Library, and I could not. My God, I could not make them work. They worked on. Fully agree. Oh, sorry. Josh, I forgot to get to my emails. I'll get to you today, Josh. I'll send you a text today. In fact, I can tell you, Josh. Not. Let me just. Might as well do this right now while you're here. Let me open up the calendar. Sorry, I'm gonna book a game while we're doing a live stream. So, Josh, Saturday the 9th at 1 p.m. Does that work for you? If that works, let's put that in. Let's go 12 more vampire accounts, Liz. You're right, Kyle. Beat my fur. Still love your name. Any squig heavy night goblin lists or boar heavy orcs? Well, I'll probably be playing some boar heavy orcs real soon. I recently bought. Well, recently. Yesterday came in. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday came in. I bought a my own resin printer. My old one broke like a year ago. I bought the Mono M5S. The thing is ridiculously fast. I can't keep it printing. I go take a shower and try to do a print. Alex, I'm telling you, dude. A whole tray, a whole plate of bases, 21 minutes. 21 minutes. It's really fast. So the mono, the M5S has a different kind of FEP film that's supposed to it doesn't stick as fast, or it releases faster. And I also had to purchase the quick resin. So it has different settings. I can go check. Actually, it's on my other computer. It's on in my other office. That's resin, Frenchie. How's it going, brother? 21 minutes, dude. I didn't need to buy. Oh, it's a 12K printer, Willard. But obviously, I don't need to go 12K for resin bases. I have to. You know what's hilarious? I shouldn't. I'm gonna say it. Hey, here's a quick review on the mini wargaming. You know what? I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back. I want to show you guys something. Oh, Johnny Penny enjoyed it. So let me just switch to this real quick so you can get a better picture. So one of the first prints of the bases I was making. So this is the quick resin. I can fit 15 of these on a plate, 21 minutes. But before I did the I have the audio turned off for you, Alex. There, now they can hear you. Sorry. Hold on, Mark Barrios with a 26-month super chat. Steve, I spent the past days converting my pump wagons to look unique. One of them looks like a Flintstones mobile. awesome. I can't wait to you guys get. When are you coming back? When are you coming back, Mark? So, sorry, Alex is in chat. We're talking resin. We're going to get to this list in a second. But I just bought the Mono M5. Like I said, I am to do 15 of these in 21 minutes. The weird thing about the Mono M, there's a problem because it has such great detail. So before I did quick printing, I just did a regular base to test. Alex, I don't know if you see this.
Well, there's a bit of a delay, but I'm watching.
Oh wait, I'll leave it up for a bit. So basically, the sand layer had the tiniest of gap that the 12K printer separated it. So I'm gonna go let James know it's just on the calf, and to let him know to drop it 1/100th of a millimeter.
Oh wow!
And look, you see it on screen?
Yeah,
it slid. It printed. It slid right off in the print. The printer overdoes it. It's the Anycubic Mono S. No, sorry, the Mono M5S. Anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to get all my bases done. Oh, I got one more thing to show you guys. Yeah, I'll be right. One more thing to show you guys. It's really cool.
Well, he's getting that. Post everyone what you're doing hobby-wise. What are you building? What are you painting? 40K, 30K, old world, AOS, non-G-dub. I want to see what you guys are working on. I've got all my Tomb Guard done. I'm ready to get them back on the tabletop. Just got some vampire count stuff. Night Goblins. Love it.
I get a little too excited for Warhammer. You were talking, I didn't hear you.
I was just calling out chat to tell them what they're working on, so we didn't have dead air.
Fair. Yeah, good for you. Thank you.
I'm a professional.
So, I'm rebasing my ogres, but I gotta play multiple game systems, right? This is how I make my money. So there's a new product out. I haven't put the other magnet in yet.
Oh yeah, because I've got AOS models, Steve, that I want to use in Old World, but one uses round bases, one uses square bases. What am I to do?
Whatever could I do? So my ogre army, like it's gonna, like it's I love this product so much. I've been trying to get this product designed forever. So every size we think is covered right now. If we're missing anything, let us know. Magnet holes and everything. This is not like I just dry brushed these things last night, so I haven't sealed them and glued models on yet. But you can go buy these at the miniwargamingforge.com. There's a link in the description below. You use coupon code MOUNTAIN10. You get yourself 10% off. And I get a kickback too, so it helps the channel.
Nice. Yeah, and so what if I don't have a printer? Can I just order them to have you guys print it and then ship them to me?
Yes, they in fact will do that. Now, obviously, I can't even tell you. I don't even know how well the whole printing business has been doing. We've had to hire more people again. We have there is a couple of week delay, but they're working on a new system to shut that delay down. So if you order now, you're gonna wait a couple of weeks. But order now so you're not waiting even more.
Yep.
No 50 by 75 to oval? Yes, there is. In fact, I've already painted some cool stuff. If they're not there, they're just somebody forgot to put it in the web store. I actually have one already painted. So yeah, we definitely have that size. And sorry, I've been missing chat. So if you caveman, what are you talking to me? What would be a functional length for fences in the old world? Every length is very viable. Painting Night Goblins super nice. 73 dwarves, awesome. That's an army. Oh, I played another amazing game with Mish yesterday. I was playing dwarves. I heard that for your average hobbyist, you don't need a high quality 3D printer. You definitely do not. So I was looking for speed, not quality, in the Mono M, the Mono M5S just happens to do both.
Especially when you're doing bases.
Yeah, and like you don't. Like, I get some models to print for Ben for his Woodles. He wants, like, certain different kinds of dragons. So I have some models to print, and I will be printing models as well, so I can do double duty. But I also ordered the bamboo printer, because these are not... let me get this out of the way. These bases here, you can print them in resin. These I had printed in... no. PLA.
FDM.
PLA.
Oh, yeah. FDM is the...
The other stuff, yeah. So, yeah, but you can do these in resin as well. That's what she said. Oh god. How's it going, Teapot? Oh, Teapot, we gotta hook up. I've just been so busy, my dude. Just finished selling both Bretonia and Tomb King bosses. Time to start painting. Josh. Buddy, what do you have? Like, how many armies do you got? I forget sometimes Steve needs it too long. Put your joke in the first set. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, I'm a little slow, Flammable Hero. Also, Flammable Hero. To all you mods, you're one of them. You've been doing a fantastic job. Getting a lot of compliments about you guys, so I appreciate you guys. Not sure you missed the message, but the 9th of March works for me. Excellent. I'm gonna put that in. 1 p.m. I will get you. I'll text you my, or I'll get you my phone number. The door will probably be locked, so you gotta text me to get in. So these streams are double duties. How I do my emails and my game booking, apparently. You get many games in, Alex?
Nope.
No, too busy.
Yeah. And again, Old World is not very popular in my area right now.
Yeah, it's good.
I think I've got another game that might be coming up this week. My buddy just got the Bretonian box
Nice.
this past week, so we'll probably get a game in there. But
nice. Well, I'm lucky that I have a hub that people get to people come to me, and I work with Luca, so I get to all the games I want. I'm actually like kind of turning down games. I can't work every day. Well, I am, but I can't record every day. But yeah, no. I think it's gonna be. I got to remind myself regularly. I live in a weird little bubble of the old world, where people are coming to me. I work every day at the job with people that play the game, so not everybody gets to play the game right now. I think it's gonna take longer to get going than your average game because of how slow the releases are gonna. Not slow the releases are gonna be, because they're gonna be pretty fast, but the fact that you can't just right now buy everything, which is gonna slow people. I remember the game's only been on a month, but that's why I have a series. I gotta edit it. Well, that's when you're editing, but long story. I have a series to help people get into the game. So,
oh, nice.
I'll be putting it out as soon as I possibly can. I'm trying to work on too many things at once. I'm trying to like print, paint, rebase, finish editing. I recently brought Brandon on. You know him. He's my editor now. No worries, my dude. We'll get there. I know. At least last productive mod. I appreciate it. At least most productive. You're the best, Sean. Okay. Fate Stay Dreamer, are you here? I don't want to review your list unless you're here. I'll wait for you. I'm gonna check if anybody sent me a list since we started. I'll do lists that come in. Nope. All right. We're gonna do Thomas's. It's called 3 Spideys. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, it's the wrong format?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's the wrong format. Wait, is there another form? No. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't know how to do computers.
Yeah, if you just in case you're unaware, if you're going to be submitting a list using oldworldbuilder.com or .net, whatever it is, make sure you export it as the owb.json file. That way Steve can import it easily into the web browser.
You are the best. Oh, now lists are coming in like crazy. All right, I'll tell you guys right now, I will not be able to get to every one of these lists. Like 15 just came in. Knock it off. It's going to be Russian roulette, which lists I now do. Wow. Hey, we have an Orky Goblin list. You can't do it all at once. It's literally the worst. I know, OmniVision. I am the worst. You want the list via email or Discord? No, only through email. Only through the email linked in the description of this video. But just straight up, I don't know who I'm going to get to today. Steve, I have a question for you. What would you think about Games Workshop making it so your disc builds are limited to cash level plus faded? I wouldn't be opposed to that. So there was a thing I was going to actually talk to Luca about, and I was going to be like, I'm not going to like tell the audience, but I'm going to do it, literally tell you right now. I'm thinking about maybe just playing a bunch of games with only level 2s. I'm not liking that level 4. Stop sending me lists. I'm not liking that level 4. You can send me lists, I don't care. I'm not liking that level 4 seems so mandatory or so good. Even though I played a game yesterday and I didn't have a wizard and it was fine, I don't know. Steve, I have a question for you. What do you think of... Oh, I just read that one. What's the best gun for the driver copter bombers? Steam gun, all day long. Steam gun, only steam gun. How do you export the file? If you hit the... Can you... I don't know if am I showing it? Yeah, you can see right here. Can you see my cursor? There's 3 dots right next to the name 3 Spideys. Click export, and then download as Objson. I believe is how you read it. Do you accept lists with $100 super chats? I in fact do, Flammable Hero. If you super chat $100, I promise I'll do your list. But dear God, my opinions are not worth $100. Trust me. Know that you're throwing your money away. Who's here? Spoons! Hello. All right, let's do this thing. So we have a 3 Spidey list. What's the... I want to refresh on the Orc and Goblin Tribes army list, Grand Army composition. So yeah, 1 Black War Boss. Or War Boss, or Weird Not Per 1,000. Pretty basic. Eric, I see a list called Vampire List to Lose Friends. I might do that one.
What if there's gonna be a dragon and some blood bits in it?
You know what? We're doing that one next, just to tell you it's true. I can make a list and then I'll import it. How do you have your Discord role updated? Still sitting on the online and not as Mountaineer? Okay, so you have to, Josh, what I can tell you almost certainly you didn't do is you did not connect your YouTube to Discord. So go into Discord settings and then go to connections, I think it is, and then it'll be clear as day from that point. I think it's hilarious that Games Workshop's website shows gyro bombers in stock and gyrocopters out of stock. What? Whatever. All right, let's look at this list. Goblin Odd Knob, love it. It's on a spider, isn't it? Yeah, it's on a spider. I don't know if I love that. I actually took when I rebased my Ragnarok, I took the wizard. I took the shaman off. I'm gonna run it as its own. But either way, we have a level 4 with Wa Magic. 5 aboard save, awesome. And Earthing Rod. Okay. We have another guy. Okay, we have a backup wizard. Naked. Okay. I don't hate that. Orc Mob. 20 orcs. Banner of Butchery, I love this one. This is the one that gives you D3 combat res? Nope. +1 strength in the charge. I don't know if I love that banner on infantry. Wait, what are they armed with? Additional hand weapons? Nah, I'm liking it. And they're big. Okay, so they're strength 5 on the charge. AP 1 on the charge. Rerolling 1s to wound. 2 attacks apiece, strength 5. Yeah, no, I like that. Only 257 points. Now they have like no save. These are savages. So another attack. They got Frenzy, but I don't mind Frenzy on infantry. I would probably play this unit. No, maybe I like the Frenzy. No, sold. I love it. Okay, what do these guys have? Are they Frenzy? No Frenzy. Samojo1, welcome to Mountaineer. Super appreciate you, buddy. Join the Discord. Get in there. Behave yourself, though. 15 more. Additional hand weapons. Everybody's got additional hand weapons. I actually like that. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these units as skirmishers. Because the skirmishing thing is very, very defensive. In fact, we're gonna do a video in a bit, maybe after one or two army reviews. We're gonna talk about skirmishers, and then how you charge them and stuff. So basically, we've been doing it wrong. So I'm going to go over. So if you Alex, are you aware of the skirmisher issue? I even said that the rules for how to charge skirmishers and the diagram on how to charge skirmishers on the exact same page contradict each other, and they don't both work.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, okay, that's how we were like, okay, you don't work, and then you found another page, and everything's kind of making sense. So I'm starting to really like skirmishers in this edition, but we'll get to that. Apologize, has already been covered. How are people doing shooting at large targets? Only front rank or multiple ranks? Everybody, every rank can shoot at a large target. Savage Mini, every rank can. There's a lot of previous edition biases in the conversation because in the past it would state like only the front rank can shoot, or in 8th edition 2 ranks can shoot. But this doesn't have words like that. This edition has only the models that can see the target can shoot. And the models in the second rank can't see past the front rank, the block line of sight. And then there's a rule on, I think it's on hills, stipulates like a unit on hills can fire an additional rank the models can see past. Now, the rules for large target is models don't block the line of sight. So every rank after the first rank can see the large target, and that's the only thing that prevents you from shooting in this edition, if you can see them.
If you're looking up, you can see it.
Yes.
That's what...
Yeah, it's literally large. Oh, come on, why are you gonna make my life hard? Suitidious?
Cool they applied that to anything with the fly rule. That'd be fun. Like,
yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind that.
Helicopters, at least, things like are always flying.
It's actually not. Well, some things fly kind of low, but you know what? I can get behind that. Suitidious, welcome to the Mountaineers. Super appreciate you. We got the obligatory Black Orc mob. I gotta tell you, your list is illegal, and you cannot play this list. If you play this list, the Warhammer police will put in a warrant for your arrest, and you will spend time in Warhammer jail. Unfortunately, you cannot.
They're way nicer than the Magic Police. They send out the Pinkertons.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Unfortunately, to play a Black Orc unit, you must bring a Black Orc character. They don't have to join each other. But yeah, unfortunately, this list is a no-go. I like who you're going with. Oh, sorry, I missed that this is a Ragnarok as well. So 3 Ragnaroks. Yeah, I don't hate 3 Ragnaroks, but if I'm gonna bring 3 Ragnarok spiders, I'm gonna steal my core with Spider Fang Riders. So yeah, unfortunately, this list is a no-go. But sorry, this is gonna be Tauros now. There are no issues here. I can't remember who everybody is half the time anyway. Let's pull up another one. Oh wait, we're gonna do how to lose friends because god damn. What the heck did I just do? I don't know if I can. Eric, your how to lose friends? Something's wrong with it. I can't download the file. It's a link to text. All right, re-export that list. How to lose Eric? How to lose friends? Rework for that. I want to do this. No. There we go. Let's do some Warriors of Chaos. No, not that. Warriors of Chaos. Let's make sure we have the proper document open up over here. God, I love orcs. All right. What are we doing with this? We have a very expensive Chaos Lord. I already hate it because I know he's going to be on a dragon. So, whose list am I reviewing? I have a question for all you people putting in these lists to get reviewed that have dragons. Are you actually playing the game, or is this all theorycraft? This is for William Lack. Are you here? You gotta be here. We have names. William, are you playing the game, or are you theorycrafting here? Because we got Mark of Nurgle, which I actually don't think is good. just reroll. It's not terrible. I still think it's as game breakingly good as everybody says it is. I'd actually rather have the Mark of Chaos Undivided. But
Well, I think your big selling
I
point you
get it.
discovered for that was it's free.
well, when you're spending 617 points on a character, I don't mind spending 10 more points for a Mark.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's the army-wide ones you got to care about.
Yes, tournament list. Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna look at it through the lens of a tournament list. So Mark of Nurgle. So any 6 hit must be rerolled on a Chaos Dragon. Cool. What model are you using? Are you 3D printing something, or I have to find a model because I need to get a Chaos Lord on a dragon as well, obviously. But I have Egrim's dragon and I have Gelrock, but I don't have a rider for either of them, so I might have to 3D print the whole thing. We have the Giant Blade. I love the Giant Blade. We have the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. Love that. And we have Favor of Gods for just in case. Dark Majesty. I don't recall this one. So the fear will almost never matter. And the terror test, sell it to me. Sell it to me. So you have to be so close that you're already in the thick of it. It probably doesn't matter. I don't know if I like, I don't think I like Dark Majesty, but I could be wrong. Maybe you thought of a reason why you want it in your list that you want. Explain to me why you want that in your list. That's 50 points I'd cut. Okay, the Sorcerer Lord. We're on Demonic Mount. In Demonology. Ruby Ring Ruin and Fur Puppet. Yeah, it's a solid character. In fact, you should have Marquezine every time you play Warriors of Chaos Wizard, but I stick to one. This pop-up's coming up. Let's go. Flammable Hero, can you tell me what's happening and maybe I can fix it? Okay, core. We got minimum spent on core. I understand that. How does Marching Column and Impetuous work in Drilled? Drilled, I'm not going to get into. It needs to be FAQ'd. Marching Column Impetuous, it would prevent Impetuous units from charging. So Chaos Knights, these are only 270 points and they get work done. The problem with that is, I believe, Chosen Knights. Do you have full command? And you have the War Banner. Okay. I believe Chosen Knights. Undivided. Yeah. So you could drop. Well, you need the core. That's unfortunate. So I don't like the fact that 5 Chosen Knights are one less model, and he has the War Banner, so there's a War Banner in here as well. So one less model, one War Banner for almost twice the attacks, but you need the core. So Chosen Knights are just Chosen Knights have really solid stats for their points. 20 Marauders, Flails, love it. Marauder Horsemen. Javelins and cavalry spears make sense. Yep. This is if I can only bring one squad of Marauder Horsemen, that's how I'd bring them. And then Warhounds to fill the points. Chosen Chaos Warriors, Mark of Nurgle, Shields full plate, Banner of Rage. Isn't that the Frenzy? Is this because you have them assembled at hand weapon and shield? Because that's the squad I'd rather have halberds or great weapons on. But this list is going to play. Mostly because of the dragon. I'm not getting any pop-ups on the All World Builder. Oh, with the rules. Yeah, they're slowly adding stuff so we can see stats and stuff now. If you can a Sorcerer Lord get a disc? No. Not an option. So yeah, I would definitely play this list. I waiting for an answer on is this because of the way they're modeled. I think the points are better spent on a halberd or a great weapon for sure. My models including. Oh, you did too. You actually did do that. My bad, Marble. So we have a Chaos Lord. We have 21 warriors with hand weapon and shield. 21 chosen with halberds. Yeah, I would swap these guys to halberds then. And I would honestly make them Slanesh over Nurgle. Because that makes you initiative 5 when you get charged. And then 8 when you charge. But I'm not going to force you to do that. But the internet is loving the Mark of Nurgle, so I'm not getting into that fight. Steve, you looking for Cryptus? You sent me an email about an entire box of the malls I don't need. I see the Cryptus, not the whole thing. I'll wait for the Cryptus to come back. I don't want to buy a whole box of what was that called again? Miss I can't remember. Yeah, that's the only change I would do. Just got to cut 12 points. Oh wait, what else do we have for models here? 10 knights with lances, 10 warhounds, chariots are nice, Scorpion chariot, Chimera. I thought the Chimera was nice, but then everybody only has 4 wounds. I played a game with Luca, and I spent the whole game running away with my Chimera because he had average shooting, and it was too much of a threat for the Chimera, unfortunately. Yeah, that's it. That's all I do. So we got to cut. I got to find you 12 points. Anvilgar, yes, thank you, Brian. Where do you get 12 points? Band of Rage makes sense for this list. You can't cut anything in core. Oh, what do you have? Sorcerer on foot and demonic mount. Does your demonic mount could it act as a regular steed? Because you don't need if it's like the old demonic mount, it can be regular chaos horse, and there you go. There's your list. I'd play that. I believe even the Fertile Puppet turns off when engaged. It does. It does. So this wizard wants to avoid combat like crazy, but it does a lot of work. I like this list. I'm gonna try to keep things clean today. Fate Stay here yet? No. We're gonna move on. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about core rules for a second. Thank you. Is anybody having any issues with understanding the whole skirmisher and charge? Oh, you know what? I wish I could have made something in Photoshop to better articulate this. Because if I had models, I'd explain it better. What page are the skirmish rules on? Skirmish, page 177. Perfect. Nope. We have to go to page 184. So, have any of you played the game where you've definitely seen me do it, and I was wrong to do it, where I would have, like, for one example, I can think of a time where I was playing a game with my high elf dragon, and I charged, Luca was playing orcs, I think, and I charged a bolt thrower, or I charged a goblin doom diver, and I made sure I went in a direction in a way where I wheeled when I made contact. I was overrun in the direction I wanted to. You definitely cannot do that. Does anybody know why? I want to know if this is a problem I had or this is a common problem for the community. I wish the old world builder was an app, otherwise it's excellent. Yeah, but Stonehorn, how different is it from an app? You open up the website on your phone and it works just like an app. Apps are kind of a thing of the past. We don't need apps anymore. Websites do the work. Versions. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I find the browser versions are much more printer friendly if you want to have your list in front of you to reference.
Yeah, I have no desire to ever have an app for anything again. But I do like the modern Games Workshop app, so I guess I can't.
But that's only because you can pull up the card for the you can see the unit rules there.
Yeah, but so the website could do it too. They probably just don't have they're not going to because they don't have the license, right?
Yeah.
That's my thoughts anyway. No, it's not exactly that Stonehorn. It tells you you have to wheel. Sorry, it tells you you can only wheel on the charge to maximize models in contact, and your charge must be the closest possible route. Can you please clarify how line of sight works? It's just if you draw a line in between your model and the other model, and there's nothing in between, you got line of sight. Now, if you have large target, the large target kind of overrides part of that, but otherwise, line of sight is just draw a line. If there's nothing in between, you can see. Browser is bad because if you clear your cookies, all your lists disappear. Well, we know what you're doing with. Don't clear your cookies. Problem solved. Also, you can export your cookie. You can export your list and reload them later if you want. Game view is in Old World Builder, just not populated with stats yet. I don't know what you mean by game view. Like stats and stuff? Yeah, like they're not all there. So let me go back to. Let's see. Wood elves are not done. They're not done. New list. I think I saw Orcs and Goblins were done, I think. Yeah. So some of them they're getting done. I wouldn't expect it to be too much longer until they're all in there, but yeah, they're not all ready yet. I have a question. Does a shield increase armor value on a chariot? Nope. Nope. Not on a chariot, not on a monster. When you're on a chariot or a monster, you use the armor of the rider or the chariot / monster. They don't combine. Got a question that's been asked in the Facebook group. Do you think Lords of Victory should work on mounts? It's an empire. Yeah, it does. To reframe the question, can you make an argument that it doesn't? And you can't. If the argument is in past editions, it doesn't work. Yeah. No, yeah. Right now, rules is written. The Laurels of Victory works for the Empire mounts. Game views army list game view. Is there a way to do that? Oh, game view. Never noticed that. Oh, interesting. Ooh, this would be cool when this is done. I know it was a thing. Skirmisher line can see. Skirmisher line of sight can be bothersome. Which you just ignore line of sight. No, you just they use the same line of sight rules as everybody else. Red Oak. You draw a line. That's why you stagger your skirmishers so they can see past each other. You just gotta like skirmishers. I think the more and more I read the rulebook, the more I'm starting to really love all the skirmisher rules. I think they're damn good. Old World Builder only has access to stats for Ravening Hordes and most of Force Fantasy. Wood Elves will probably be ready tomorrow, and High Elves. How do you know that, Flammable Hero? Is this your website? Are you the guy?
He is Mr. Old World Builder.
He is. Yeah, Stormhorn's right. Anything that doesn't work on mount specifically says so. Yeah, the Lords of Victory 100% works on the Empire's mount. That's fine. Empire mounts aren't the greatest. Must the character with the highest nature be the general? Yep. Yep. In fact, I'm playing a list. So I'm rebasing my ogres in on Wednesday. I'll be playing them in stream, right? My general is my hunter. Because for some reason, the hunter's leadership 9.
Vampire counts are an exception to that, though.
Because you have to also be a wizard.
Correct.
But
And there's a
if you're-
line that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go. Okay. So no, I'll go. Okay, so you just buy the wizard crown for the White Lord and or the wizarding hat or whatever. Do you know everybody Flammable Hero? Oh, Red Oak. I love skirmishers this edition. Skirmishers and chariots have always been my favorite. The hunter isn't a loner. Does loner say you can't be general? Ah, I didn't know that. There you go. Excellent. I did not know that, Kyle.
You feel way better about your list now, don't you?
Now my leadership 8 butchers in charge. Now everybody's telling me, look at all you la-di-da reading the rule book. Fate Stay, come on, I want to review your list. All right, I'm going to do somebody else's list.
You took too long.
Oh yeah, wait, I gotta do this one. All right, Spoons, you ready for the list that you know what it is?
Oh, I definitely know what this is.
Wait, it's not it.
What? Is it necromancers and just hordes of zombies?
No. How is this? You know what, Eric? You really let me down, bro.
Think
All right.
I would lose a single friend over it.
Yeah, you know what? We're no longer friends. You lost one. All that build up, nothing. All right, Master Necromancer, level 4 on a Mortis engine. Ruby Ring of Ruin, Lore Familiar, Talisman of Protection. No Hand of Dust, because this guy knows it's worthless. Wait a minute. There's another one. Master Necromancer. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta make sure if I pulled everything up right. Oh, I didn't get the PDFs ready. All right, I did not pull the PDFs today. Oh, well, you're staring at the rule book while I do this one. So another Master Necromancer with the Crown of Command and the Hand of Dust on a Mortis engine. We got a White Lord with no hat, but he's on the flying carpet. Why? Oh, I see why. He's got to be the BSB to keep the rerolls going. 2 Mortis is +2 to cast. I bet you without. I don't know for sure, but I'm willing to bet
They don't stack.
they don't stack. Next stream we'll have the all the PDFs loaded up.
Because I'm sure that ability, Eric, is the same name, and 9 times out of 10, you can only benefit from an ability once.
Yeah, yeah. But let's make sure before we kill somebody, no go. And then I'll issue a warrant for your Warhammer arrest for doing something illegal.
No, it's still a legal list. It just makes the list even.
Oh yeah,
less.
true.
You gotta
That's true.
list.
That's true. That's fair.
Just makes it worse.
And it's still pretty good. Well, I don't know if it's good. It's still pretty interesting. All wizards, friend or foe, may add a +1 modifier to any casting roll while within this model's command range. However, if any, it might work. What? There's nothing in the rulebook that says things don't stack. I think it works.
Yeah,
We're doing Airbud rules here.
It's,
There's nothing in the rulebook that says a golden retriever can't be my general.
I hate that line so much. I think it works. I don't think it was intended to work. But yeah, you're +6 to cast. But like, what spells you casting? What if your opponent just doesn't bring any wizards? Then you just... Okay, so you have 2 units of 20 zombies and 10 crypt ghouls. These things are going to die to everything in the game really, really, really fast. These are almost not even in the game. But like, they're speed bumps. So 23 Graveguard is your only thing to hold the line. Drakenhof Banner. So wait, can they even take that? I thought they can't take that. I feel like they can't take that. There might be an error on this website. I remember having this weird discussion because they should be able to take it, but they didn't have the magic banner allowance. No, they totally can. Never mind. Ignore me. Oh, Frenchie, 2 questions about Warband. Frenchie, you can jump in the Discord, or in the chat. If my general is in a squad, does it boost his leadership a command aura? 2, if charged in the side, do you lose leadership from Warband? So if your general has Warband, he does gain the rank bonus added to his leadership, thus his inspiring presence. So, for example, a Beast Lord, your Beastman has Warband, can be your general. He's like leadership 7 or 8. He has ranks, and then he adds an aura of leadership 10. If you are charged in the flank, you have no rank bonuses, thus Warband ceases to exist. So, yes, it does boost your general's leadership if your general has Warband. And if you are engaged in the flank, you lose the rank bonuses, thus losing the benefits of the Warband. Dorn Jr., love the ebooks to help with stream. They help. Yes. Took me all morning to get them to work. And I forgot to load the PDFs for the legacy factions, but I'm slowly building this up so you guys can follow along. And catch things that I'm missing. Check the list of fun. Oh, be my fur. Okay, I got you, buddy. So yeah, these graveyard. This is a solid unit. The fact that you're 23 is confusing to me, but probably because of points, right? Yeah. 5 Blood Knights, as you do. And they should have the banner, though. I'd give the Blood Knights the banner over the Graveyard. But that's a personal preference. And a Terrorgeist. Yeah, I don't think this is a lose friends list at all. I think this is a rather medium list. I think this is a perfectly acceptable play against people. Magic isn't the end all be all in this edition. If this was like 8th edition Magic, yeah, this would be not great. First charge is very good against Warband, Bladed Legionnaire, yeah. Where's Beat My Furs list? Why I don't have friends. Interesting. Got there. It's a perfectly cromulent list, exactly. Okay. I love this list to death already. We have a full ghoul list, something I would play. Let's figure out if it's any good. I pulled up Beastman Bray Herds because your name was Beat My Fur. Not even thinking, I don't know. I'm embarrassed. I just go back to the rule book. We have a Ghoul King. He's a level 2 wizard. He's on a Terrorgeist. He's got Talisman of Protection, Earthen Rod, Biting Blade, Spell Familiar. All basic things. Dark Acolyte is... yeah, this needs to be in your list somewhere. Okay. I like the character. We have another one with the Sword of Might, Crown of the Damned, Master of the Black Arts. Base level 3, okay. 24 Crypt Ghouls. The problem here is I don't have the PDF loaded up. Hero, behave yourself. Let's see what ghouls look like this edition. Crypt Ghouls were 9 points a model, toughness 4, 2 attacks. So very similar to the... Oh, they're movement 5. Okay. Move through cover, open order, poison, regeneration 6+, obviously. Oh, they have reserve move. And they have skirmish. Oh my god, I love this list.
So 24 skirmishers?
Nope. 48, 58, 62, 64 of them. 66, I can do math. Yeah, 2 units of 24 crypt ghouls and 18 crypt ghouls. I actually have this many as well. I might play this list. And then 2 Terrorgeists and rare. Yeah, I don't think this list is I think it's cromulent. I don't think it's overpowered. I don't think it's gonna be overbearing. I think you're gonna struggle against some lists, and some lists are gonna struggle against you. I would play the hell out of this list. It is definitely not min-maxing. It's not. It's fighting in a theme. So the second you do that, you give up something. You can't deal with every type of situation with this list, but I love it. In fact,
You're not allowed to use movement trays with it, though.
fair. Reading this and don't delete because I might play it one day. I have my painter still working on my Age of Sigmar Crypt Ghoul list. I mean, Age of Sigmar Flesh Eater Quartz list that I might convert over. So many screams. But yeah, but the screams vector might do nothing. It might do nothing one day. Or in a game. Okay. I'm gonna keep waiting for Fate's Day. Where's my emails? Spoons, you playing any Old World? Spoons, you paying attention to me at all?
He's muted.
Good. All right, we have a high elf list. Haven't done one of these in a while. I was actually making high elf list last night. I was actually making a wood elf list last night too. I was making a lot of lists last night. Should have been working. And where is this? Thank you, Stoneheart. Appreciate it. Everybody hit that like button. No crypt horse. Is this one here? Beautiful. All right, we have a 510-point wizard. So it's a wizard on a dragon. It's a star dragon. It's level 4. It's got high magic, silver 1, seed of rebirth, pure of heart. I've literally played this exact dragon. It won me the game.
Sound like you said pure fart.
Pure of heart. And then you have a backup wizard for when that wizard's in combat for dispelling. Also high magic, the Anelian crystal. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's got Blood of Keldor, probably because he wants to join a Dragon Prince unit. That means your wizard will have Impetuous. I gotta double check what the Anelian crystal is. I just remember not loving it. Yeah, you can switch your spells. I don't love it. I rather spend my points on a magic item that's more reliable, but that's just a personal preference thing. And a level 2 mage on another steed. I believe somebody's going to come arrest you. I believe. And if we go down to hey, too many things open. Ryan Robson, welcome to Mountaineers. I can't do this without you, bud. Appreciate that. Thank you for keeping me from doing a real job. We're just going to talk on the internet like we know what we're talking about. Elven Honors. Wait a minute. Can you have the same honor more than once? I assumed, could have been rebasing. I know, JB. I assumed, like everybody else's things, they were once per. Wait a second. Can you have as many pure? Somebody help me out here. You can have as many pure hearts as you want. Doesn't that make Hyles kind of nuts? You can just put immune to panic in every unit. Like the best stat, the most important stat in the game right now is like leadership, right? You can spread out good leadership to everybody as well. Night, Vincent. Okay, so apparently you can have pure heart on multiple characters. So Munipanic, command range. Once per would make no. But Kyle, everybody else is like that. Like the Gifts of Chaos are like that. Everything else is like that. Are vampiric powers like that as well? I assumed, and maybe I'd be wrong. This is me with previous edition biases, right? I keep saying don't do that. Yeah, each vampiric power but only chosen once. Everybody else is one per army. You can have all free Seaguard. Excellent. Frenzy everyone else. Fair. You know what? Sold. Moving on. All right, core. We have 6 Solarian Reavers. A tragic unit that can't get reserve move. I love them, but I wish they can get reserve move. Skirmish every time. I don't know if you need scouts, but I keep when I need, like, I just end up filling my last 12 points with scouts. I end up putting scouts on often, but you don't necessarily need it. Yeah, I love the unit. Another unit of Reavers. These ones aren't scouts. All right, no points. You're fine. It makes sense. And 9 Silver Helms. I made a list very similar to this last night, actually. I didn't have the Phoenix. I was debating on whether or not to make a unit of 10 Dragon Princes and have a BSB and a Prince join them, or to have them join my Silver Helms. But I was playing around with a list very similar to this. So there was in 8th edition, not that this is relevant anymore. Once tiles were comped, one of their best ways of playing competitive lists was all mounted. I want to try it in this edition to see how it works. So I don't have the experience to tell you whether or not this will work, but it'll work. It'll work. The dragon will. Second you put a dragon in the list, you're probably fine. I'm exaggerating I'm picking on dragons too much, I guess, but. In Stitch, yeah, you had to only take 1 pure heart, and you had to, yeah. Steve, where do you want someone to message you to set up a time to come visit for a game? Email the email in the link on this video. Are you local? Or local-ish? I think the reason it's not limited is because it's required for characters to join the specialized units, maybe? Yeah, maybe, but... Maybe. Yeah, it's probably fine. I have not been utilizing Pure of Heart. Caesar Cell kind of agrees with you. All right. Once again, Fate, you here? Fate State Dreamer? No response. Moving on. Why do I keep closing my email? I'm gonna grab one at random. Oh, this one has pictures. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna share the pictures with you. This is a nice paint job, dude. I'm looking at some lizardmen who also sent me some pictures. Okay, we have points to spend. Let's see what the email says. We're not at 2,000 points. Slant is open. Any changes at all? Source, I don't really want to change because I have just managed to get them to fit perfectly in a 7x3 tray. I'm sorry. Whenever I do these, I'm sorry. I keep burping. That's all I've painted so far. Okay, so we don't have a lot. We've not a lot that we can change. I want to say, Source Warriors are like one of the best fighters in this edition. 2 attacks apiece. Buy them thrusting spears, and he did. Make them 6 or 7 wide. They have 4 up armor, and 7, 14, 20, 22 attacks in the front. 22 attacks with strength and toughness 4 for 350 points. That is better. That is better than almost everybody else's elite units in the game, and that's their core. I think Source Warriors are in an awesome spot. All right, Slanted Mage Priest. What's we doing here? We got Illusion, Lore Familiar. I respect both of that. I'd probably take Elementalism. I don't think I would use illusion with Lizardman. I think elemental and battle both work very, very. Actually, all four of these work. I think anything but illusion. I would practice with elemental, but anything but illusion. If you want Steve to read your list, you to give him a funny or slightly. Flame Hero is not wrong. He knows how to get my attention. I came to vent. I hate Bretonia so much. As a Dark Elf player with no cav, they just demolished me with a Pegasus going to fly into my deploy and charge from the back while cav from the front. Bretonia Knights are... I disagree with Stonehorn. I think they're actually very, very good even after they charge. They're better than most units after they charge. But that's a separate discussion. Bretonia is very good. But so is Dark Elves. So, Alexander, what kind of list are you working with? I can help you out. I think Dark Elves are in a damn good spot. But just remember, just because you're losing your games doesn't mean your opponent's army is overpowered. There's going to be a lot of growing pains we're all going to go through learning this edition. So take the losses and learn from each one of them. Empire captains seem more important to Empire than PFR. Yeah, 100% Cold Duff, I agree with that. I'm loving Empire captains as well. Full plate armor, great weapon. 55 points, throw them in every unit of infantry. It's probably impossible to tell at this point, but how do you think Legends will be handled by the community competitive formats? Do you think they'll be left behind support-wise? Yeah, they're going to be left behind support-wise. I'm going to share what's in my head, and I want everybody to understand, like, even though somebody's going to misinterpret what I'm saying, and I know it's already going to be a thing, but I'll say it anyway. I'm starting to get concerned for the legacy factions, not because of Games Workshop. It's because of the community. I think the community. I have this weird panic in my gut that the community is going to ruin it. And I'll explain in a second. I want to read these comments. Do you still think Hiles are a trash bottom tier fact? I never once. Forever, I never once said they were trash or bottom tier. The fact that you think I said that means you go to TikTok. You don't belong here. Just go to TikTok. you didn't take in. This is why I didn't want to say.
Do you deny the allegations?
Yes. Go to TikTok. The YouTube videos are too long for you to follow. Get out of here. Sorry, that was a little aggressive. I never once said that, and never once thought Hiles were bottom tier. Next pre-order announced. Sorry, I'm going to get all kinds of AD. Or AD. See, I can't even say words. Oh, like 40K. I thought you meant for fantasy. Oh, man, yells at TikTok. I know, right? Could be Stonehorn, but one guy could be very, very lucky or just better. One guy might be picking up the addition faster than the other. There's nothing wrong with not understanding how to play your army. It takes a while. Like, I've changed the way I thought about every army. It takes a while. Play a lot of games. No, I know, Gnome. I actually feel a little bad that I just did that, but it's just very frustrating as a YouTuber. And everything you say is taken out of context or twisted from somebody else's point of view. But to be clear, why do you think that's... I think... Michael! Michael, it's been a long time, brother! So this guy here, I'm throwing you under the bus. This guy here, one night, many years ago, at Mini Wargaming, had one too many refreshments and left Matthew a very, very long, weird email. That I still remember very vividly. Anyways, yeah. Hiles aren't bottom tier. People's ability to pay attention or to understand is bottom tier sometimes. What other thing was about to go off on? I had a rant derailed by a different rant. Oh, why I think the legacy. Let me finish this list. 3 to 10 ski skirmishers. The more I'm learning about skirmishers, love these units. Bastildons, I love. Ancient Stegodon, I love. This is a damn solid unit. I would. Fate's Daydreamer, get to 10 Mountain Miniatures memberships. I'm going to do your list next. I've been waiting for you to get here. I'll do your list next, buddy. There are refreshments, yes. I love this list. I would try to squeeze in Temple Guard as your next purchase. And you could probably make it happen. So this is this is a damn good list. Next thing you got to buy, add Temple Guard. Boom. Gnome Chauncey, Arn, It's Me, Seppi, Brohort, Sachabenda, Portuguese Horse, Beat My... Wait, I'm reading... No, you know what? I can't even read... I'm a little slow. But Mike Teddy, Dale Gribble! Y'all thank Face Dreamer for the gift there. I want to do Fate's list, and then I want to talk about the little mini panic attack I had for the Legacy armies. And stick around, just because I had this thought doesn't mean I'm right. Wait, I'm doing this really slow. I would love to get some feedback on what I'm about to say about what we're going to end up doing as a community. As I get to the top of the Wood Elves. I wish I could, can you, on a PDF, bind a number to, a page? I hit, number 1, it goes to Wood Elf page 1. Stuff like that. That'd be cool. Wood Elf All-Comers with 48 points to spend. Not enough for a Great Eagle these days. I was making lists all last night, and one of the lists I was playing around with quite a bit was Wood Elves as well. So we have a Spellweaver, level 4, on foot. Oh, we have Flying Carpet. Do you not have a Warhawk by chance? I'm assuming you don't. Fate. I think I have a Warhawk. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna have a model for you.
What's on the pre-order list for this week? Someone mentioned that.
A bunch of heretics.
Dangles.
Stuff Steve's had for a month. That's what's on the pre-order list.
And that alternate art for the collector's edition Dark Angels Codex looks pretty neat. Some old school art.
Fate, I have a
really care which version I get as long as it has the new rule.
I gotta read this real quick. Forever Septic. Here, top C tier dwarves? Wait, what? Top C tier dwarves, Orkney Beastmen, High Elves, Dwarves, I don't know. You have to space it out better. It's too hard to read.
Did you see the new Chaos Marine release?
No, it was a Chaos Marine release?
It's on the pre-orders this week.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of them.
Grow up. I hate everybody in my life. Okay, Fate.
Do you still think Dark Angels are bottom tier, trash tier?
I swear, I'm gonna move to TikTok. It's just gonna be my life will be a lot easier. Fate, send me your email or send me your address. I can mail you a Warhawk. There's no rider for it, but I'm sure you can get a wizard on it. You need to get your wizard on a Warhawk. Anyways, Spellweaver, solid. Get him on a Warhawk instead of that Flying Carpet. You have one of the best, and nobody's gonna target him. Well, that's my opinion. You don't have to do it. Are you on foot because you want to make sure you're not targetable with the flying carpet? Anyways, I got them all over the place. Glade Captain, great weapon, shield. I don't know why you got the shield. Befallment of Mischief, War Banner. Yep. This is the. Yep. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be joining the Eternal Guard. Why do you get the shield on him? Is that an accidental click? If you had 40 points. You definitely have the points. I don't know why you're not taking the Armor Silver Steel. The Armor Silver Steel isn't any type of armor. So no matter which way the ruling gets on the magic item thing, you can take Armor Silver Steel on him. You have the points for it there. Eternal Guard, solid ass unit. The Queen, which one is this? Sure, yep. I would switch the Eternal Banner of the Queen and the War Banner. Put the War Banner on this unit and the Eternal Banner of the Queen. The Queen on the BSB, only because this one has a stipulation, and your BSB could get killed. So if you're to lose if you potentially could lose one of them, you want to be the one that has a stipulation. I'm seriously not trolling. You posted a tier list in the video. Can we rank the factions from the old world? Okay, Forever the Skeptic. You didn't read the description of the video. You didn't read the pinned comment in the video. You didn't listen to the very first thing I said in the video. And you didn't listen to anything I said while ranking the armies. Any one of those would give you context saying that no bar... I'm done. Believe what you want. Highlands are bottom tier. Where was before I get? Yeah, so yeah, I would switch those banners because these guys here are not going to die, or this banner's not going to get killed out for any reason. This one potentially could get, potentially could get killed out, so you risk the one with the stipulation. Glade Lord, hand weapon, light armor, shield, longbow, on foot, blades of... Is the blades a two? It's a 2-weapon one, right? Extract D3. It's only strength user. What are we doing here? How about the hunt? What is this guy doing? He's very expensive for a bunch of strength 4 attacks. And then a bunch more strength. Was it 2 or 1? Strength 2 attacks. This is a flurry of attacks. What are we doing here? Wild Rangers. Oh! Squads of 12. How's that working for you? You know what? I played him in a squad of 21 once. You might be right with taking squads of 12 instead. They're so expensive at 12. But they have a job to do. Sisters of Thorn are awesome. Yeah, no, I like this list, except for I'm not sure what's he doing? What's the Glade Lord doing? Where are you? Makes sense. I'll wait for you to catch up. Tell me what your thoughts are with him. I'm not seeing it, but not that there's not. Like, are you just throwing him inside one of the Wildwood units, or are you running him off on his own? $23 Stormverm with a banner of Iron Resolve and 22 Flame Reds for core with weapon teams. Enough for core? No. You're probably more than enough with core for them, Dale. But I don't have a lot of experience with Skaven. That's probably my least experienced army at this point. So I have a feeling they can play with a lot of core, but they have so many cool toys that you're probably going to spend a minimal amount of core. I love that. It was great. So is you? Yeah, I'm just waiting. Are you running him off on his own, or is he joining one of the units of Wildwood Rangers? Because he does have a lot of attacks, but he's got no defense. If he doesn't kill the unit he's fighting, or the front rank anyway, he's done. You put him in Wildwood Rangers, okay. So the problem I have with this right now is after, so Luke and I on Friday spent, we did a battle report where we spent like the entire day recording a battle report that's really short, but we were theory hammering the rule book the entire time. Like, it would have been a great stream to have going, just chatting about Warhammer. We did it all day. We had Matthew in the room talking about things and realizing that you have to put your command models, the 3 command models, dead center of the unit, and then the Lord has to go. Can't go anywhere else after that, but he's going to go on one of the sides of them. So you cannot control how you charge often, not every time, but often. So there'll be times when your characters won't be in base contact with your enemy, and they cannot make way. So his a bajillion attacks will be 1. Now you're probably not going to experience a whole lot of that with Wood Elves, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot more. Characters so basically, I have this thing in my head that I might start running my fighty characters on foot next to my units. So I don't think I'll be running a dwarf, sorry, not dwarf, or even a dwarf. I'm thinking even my dwarf lords won't be joining units. They might be running next to units. Pure theory right now. I gotta try out a bunch. A Chaos Lord, run him next to units. You want to make sure he can charge and get into base contact for maximum attacks. I have to play around with it a whole lot more. But 257 points for 6 to 8 strength 4 attacks. But you have to bank on a Plague of Rust. I love the Sisters of Thorn. I love the Wildwood Rangers. I love the Glade Guard. No, these are Glade Guard. Vanguard and True Flight. Oh, so we're going to stay mobile? Yeah, it makes sense for what else stay mobile. Yeah, other than the banner switching, you're done. You're good. Let me know how this Glade Lord works, because when you go to deploy those long dwarf legs, I know Stormhorn. Well, it doesn't matter. You countercharge, right? So they charge your dwarf unit. You win. The dwarves win or lose and back up 2 inches. Then your Lord goes in on the flank of the enemy. Now your Lord's getting a bunch of attacks and in the flank of the enemy. Like, it's just again, pure theory. It needs some play testing. I think that's the way I want to run it going forward. But that's here nor there. This Glade Lord, I would consider when you deploy, look at your opponent, look at the mission, look at what you're doing for the game. The Glade Lord doesn't always have to join the Rangers. Sometimes he can run off on his own right next to him. Long legs, tiny hands. So if Karen Race charges a unit with full command to maximize the command trio and won't be in base contact with any characters. Wait, what? So if a Karen Wraith charges the unit with full command. No, that's right. I understand now. It doesn't have to maximize to the enemy command unit. It has to maximize models in contact. So it has to get as many models in contact as possible. But if the single Karen Wraith can get to 3 models in base contact with him and not be in base contact with your character, you guarantee the Karen Wraith operator is going to do that every time. So a single model can go in and charge if he has enough movement. Oh, no, sorry. Nope. Sorry, there's a stipulation. The Karen Wraith can't choose to do that, actually. This is what we learned learned on Friday. The Karen Wraith must go the closest route into charge. So you have no control, but sometimes he'll get your character in combat, and sometimes he won't. You can. Yeah, you're right. It's true, too. You can challenge a Karen Wraith. Tough 3 doesn't cut it across the whole army. At least Dark Elves and Wood Elves can mix it up and specialize into other playstyles. I couldn't disagree more. Toughness 3 is more than fine. Toughness 3 is not low toughness. I don't like the argument that some armies have high toughness, so average toughness automatically counts as low. No, toughness 3 is fine. Toughness 3 definitely cuts it across whole armies. What was I going to rant about? So what do you do with the extra points? Well, you have nothing now.
Legacy support. Some
Oh, that's right.
legacy factions.
Let me take away this. I spent some points. I don't remember where I spent those points. T3's been standard for 30 years. I have to find out where I have to fix this first, Alex, and I'll do that. I clicked on something. You know what? Import list. We'll just re-import.
There's a reason you're in wargaming and not IT.
What's IT?
Information technology.
It's a place where you learn that the reading comprehension ability of the nation is.
You lost me. Where do you
Have you tried
spend-
turning it off and on again?
Twice. That's why I fixed my printer when I first unboxed it. There's
Nice.
nothing you do with 40 points in this game. What you could do actually. No, you can't. What do we have on this guy? What do we have on the Spellweaver? Oh, we have a little wiggle room here. Oh, actually. No, we have a lore familiar. You'll just pretty much want to have that lore familiar. Oh. Easy answer. Oh, not exactly easy. You can buy a Dispel Scroll or a Power Scroll. With your Captain, with your Glade Lord, I recommend buying the Power Scroll. For when you need the Plague of Rust, you throw that extra thing. Oh, it was Silver Armor. I would do that. I'd buy the armor. And you still have 10 points left over to buy. Literally, you can buy the weird arrow or weird bow for somebody. You can buy a potion of speed. Not that you'll ever need it. The 10 points can be easily spent. Just caught up. Sadly, Dragon didn't do much. Was battered by cannons and had to charge. Went into hammers, and the Dragon failed with 2 attacks. And that's the thing. Dragons they're good, but they're not the end all be all. You're not going to automatically win the game because you brought a dragon. Hey, you guys want to piss off a bunch of people who don't pay attention and make another tier list? Who should we put at bottom tier? Oh, I know how to piss people off. Dwarves are overpowered. Dwarves are top tier overpowered and need to be toned down. And vampire accounts are also crazy overpowered. Well, that actually is true. All right, so I can't remember why we were talking about this earlier, and Alex, maybe you can refresh me why we were talking about.
You said that there was something that the community was going
I'm starting to what I'm starting to worry about. Now it could be absolutely nothing. Could be absolutely nothing. But with a bunch of okay, first of all, I have a question before I make assumptions. For people, nerf cannons. With people from wherever your area is, like wherever your meta is, like events and stuff, are there any stipulations or compositions that people are imposing on your competitive meta right now? I want to wait for a chat to tell me about that before I go talk about something that I want to admit at the beginning of this conversation that is outside my wheelhouse. I'm not going to event. I work Warhammer or the old world all day, every day, but I'm not going to events, right? Like I'm in my own little bubble here. Please tell me the knowledge to make my VC powerful. I needs it. Kendo, you need them to practice. So vampire counts are interesting army. Undead is an army that you have to learn. You have to learn how to play Warhammer and learn how to play undead, whereas everybody else has to learn how to play Warhammer. So undead are a little bit different, but like it's twice as hard to learn undead. But once you learn them, they can be very, very frustrating to play against if your opponent knows how to handle them. Things that are really, really, really powerful with undead right now are vampires on dragons and blood knights. But otherwise, play a bunch of games, take your losses, learn, and then if you find that your opponents aren't having fun, tone it down. But that's true for everybody, not just vampire count players, right? I am the event. Thank you, Sasha. Gentleman rules, basically. Willard, you can use any imaginary meta you want. As a larger community in general, everyone omits anything labeled Legends from competitive / structure play. That's what sparked my original question earlier. Really? Oh, over 40K. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Legends has different context for the different games.
Right. My local game store has 2 events so far. The only comp rule they have is use. So here's my worry / prediction, and someone talk me off this weird ledge if I'm just don't know what I'm talking. I'm just wrong. So, and it's gonna be I'm gonna have like a hypocritical stance as well, which is gonna be amazing to try to defend. So, Games Workshop said Legend armies are not gonna be part of their events. I believe everybody else hosting event, local tournaments should ignore that. Just straight up ignore it. So I am officially in favor of a type of comp system type thing, right? But now I'm worried that we got a bunch of people that are talking about 1999 tournaments and this comp and that comp. I'm like, wait a second. What's going to happen is nobody's going to agree. There's going to be like this comp, that comp, and also people are going to start to look at these events as non-official events, and that's going to lead more credence to Games Workshop events. And then, okay, well, forget these local player events. We'll just go to the official ones. And now the legacy armies are not available, and then that just becomes a standard. And then all the locals start doing the exact same thing Games Workshop does. Did you follow my train of weird? Hey Ben, thank you for gifting membership. I appreciate that.
So kind of trying to add the legacy armies is going to have like knock-on effects that it may end up discouraging it, just because there's going to be a lot of drift in the comp setups.
So that's not what I was trying to say, but I can see how I said that. I think there should be no comp, no stipulation, just play the game as written in the rule book right now. Nova is allowing every army. Beat my fur. Is Nova allowing are they doing anything else? This is actually important information. Is there any other comp at Nova? Is there a 1999 rule or a rule of 3 or anything else for Nova? Legends in 40K's few models, its whole armies. Well, if you look at Legends in 40K and Legends in the Old World, both the things that are air quotes Legends are things that belong in other armies. So all the stuff for 40K, all the heresy stuff in 40K became Legends because they no longer want cross use of models, which I think is dumb, but I'm not going to get into that. So everything that was Horus Heresy became Legends in 40K. Everything that is Sigmar became Legends in the Old World. Steve explains the slippery slope of human psychology. Maybe, or maybe I'm just losing it. Frontline is also working on their end-of-year event with the Old World, and as far as I know, are allowing legacy armies without issue. But again, be my first. This is a very important next step. Is my whole thought process comes on the next step. Is there any other comp at Nova or any other major event? This is an important thing for my mindset. You saw it recently with the ignore modifier rule in 40K. One tournament rule. Yes. No, yeah, for sure. Stuff like that will happen, though. It's me. Things that maybe... I thought it was clear, but not everybody agreed, so... There are no other comps at Adepticon. Excellent. So then Adepticon is allowing... Adepticon is allowing Legacy with no comp. Is that correct, Frenchie? My friends are running the Adepticon event. He's very against any modifications. Oh my god. So, Portuguese horse, can you when you see your friend, shake his hand and then give him a hug from me. I'm dead serious. Because as long as there is no comp right now, there could be comp later on. As long as there's no comp right now and we allow legacy, I have very high hopes for the future. But if we start adding comp right now, did you ever determine if chariot runners already in combat get displaced by chariot charging in the same arc? I believe so, Zend. I think this concern will only be a short-term concern. Yes, that is true. It is only because one way or another, one of three things will happen. We will discover that no comp is needed, and we'll move on. We will discover that a comp is needed, and we'll do it appropriately. Or I can't remember the third one was. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it is a short-term thing. I just don't want to do anything too early and this cause rippling effects.
And have it like splinter the player base.
Like what
basically.
happened with Horus Heresy in North America.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with how that went down. I don't play competitively or follow the competitive scene.
You don't even, yeah, fair. Haven't seen Novopeki yet, but from the few TOs I talked to, there will be not any stipulations like beat my fur. I have nothing. I feel so good now. Smooch him too while you're at it. You know what? And give him a smooch from Willard. So no legacy is pretty much just an official GW tournament thing. It sounds like yes, Orc Boss, yes. I don't want to give any predictions of what that means for the Games Workshop events, but I'm very interested to see what a Games Workshop Old World event looks like in 12 months. We don't need a comp, and they add one anyway. Third option is not really a good. Well, yeah, those are for sure, but we haven't really seen a game not need it. Like, yeah, I'm not overly sure it's on the table. I'm not overly worried about those right now, though. I think the overall landscape will be shaped. The overall landscape will shape the rulings. Legends will likely be left behind once everything gets. Yes, exactly. Well, I think that could happen, but I don't think that will happen. It's my prediction. So sort of shake itself over time. Yeah, I do agree with that. Who joined the Discord? Oh, no, somebody left. Oh, Spoon's left. The only thing I wish everyone would decide is on the 2000 versus 2500. I think it's too early to even make that. So what is the events? I think the events right now should stay at 2000. Luca and I, so to speak for Luca, he always likes to play bigger games than me. And we very early, even Luca decided 2,000 points was enough. But now that we're learning the rules, we're able to, we understand them better. We're playing faster. We might boost up to 25 or 24, depending on what the overall community likes. But I think we're only a month in. Stick at 2,000 points for events. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying you should do this, but we're a month in. Stick at 2,000 points for events for now. When people start to get into a good groove, then we can discuss what point level events should be at. If a year from now events are at 24 or 2,500 points, I won't be shocked. If they're still 2,000 points, I won't be shocked. Now, Miniature Steve, any ideas for how to make use of the Bretonian Sergeant at Arms? Let's take a quick peek at the Sergeant at Arms. All right, a 45-point character with mediocre leadership, but he does have Warband. Okay. So you can get that boosted up by basically, you can get it boosted to 9 with the Warband rule. I don't know what job he does. Friend of Yoda? Yeah, I have no idea what you need him to do. He doesn't do anything. He's basically the same cost of a whole unit. Anybody got any suggestions? How would you use a Sergeant at Arms? I'm not seeing it. I see no value with this model. Why is it here? No legacy seems to be for 3 or 4 events at Warhammer a year and just cause confusion. I get why no legacy is there. Power-wise, they may not be able to keep up. So, well, I mean, every legacy army is really strong. Like, what legacy army are you worried about in the future? Like, Bretonia and Tomb Kings both have arcane journals. And most of the legacy armies are, like, I'll exaggerate to make a point, but every legacy army is more powerful in those 2 books. 10 peasants unit, 10 in a peasant unit with horde. That's a 600-point unit. Hell, you know what? Try it, Ed. It might actually do a thing one game. Yeah, but friend, this is a meaningless model for this army, I believe. 2,500 points is a lot of foot units for larger bases. Yeah, you're gonna evil genius. You're gonna start tripping over your own units at 2,500 points, but that will add to the tactical depth of the game. I think maybe. Give ground rather than fall back seems nice. Yeah, you know, that's a fair point. But the problem is, like, so he's 45 points. How many points is just a second unit? He's as expensive as half the unit. You know what? Fine. You know, sure. 2 extra leadership for 45 points. You know what? If you look at it that way, your sarcasm has sold me on it. You're paying 45 points to have effectively two higher leadership in a very cheap unit. And that's their job anyway, right? No. Because they're going to use the leadership of the knights nearby. You just don't need this model. You're basically paying 45 points for plus 1 leadership because because the knights are going to be nearby leadership 8. Yeah, you don't need them. Fate Daydreamer, hey Steve, what does a Wood Elf list look like for you specifically? Also, how would you load out a Dragon Lord and Wood Elves? Oh, okay, I have an answer for that. I've been struggling with durability for it. I think that's the thing. I think you, here, let's go over. Let's go look at Wood Elves again. Where's the dragon? Forest dragon. Let's put this. Well, let's add a Glade Lord. We got him on a Forest dragon, and I really like this. So no strength bonuses. So great weapons, magic items, all these things should be all the defense you need. Now, what you are gonna lack defensively is you're just terrified of like poison range attacks and stuff, right? Like a lot of low strength shooting is gonna be your weakness because you're not gonna have a whole lot of armor otherwise. You can afford. I thought about, where is it? Just a good old, where is the stupid thing? Where? The final board save, but I finally settled on the Spear of Twilight's the way to go. You're just gonna, your offense is your defense. I don't think you can make a defensive, I don't think you can make a defensive lord on a dragon for Wood Elves that makes me happy. So go offensive, and then have the Locust be your only real defense. This guy will do work against other dragons and stuff. Probably not enough to kill it in one go, but you should kill it before they kill you. What does the list look like for me? If I were to make a Wood Elf list right now, so I'm struggling with Wood Elves. I don't think they're bad. I'm just struggling to make them work the way I want them to, or the way I want to play them. So if I'm going to an event and there's no comp or whatever, we're gonna see a lot of dragons, so I'm gonna bring a dragon. I'm gonna have the locust. I thought about the Wraithstone, but it doesn't work for this model, I think. And I think we're gonna take the Spirit Twilight and go offensive. There is a Spite I want. Nope. I can't remember if it's definitely not that. Oh, I have a weird question. I'm gonna detract for a second. Let's look at magic items. Put it on the big screen so you can see it. So let's take the Hail of Doom arrow right here, everybody. See it? 35 points single use, smalls with a longbow. A Hail of Doom arrow can be fired as normal from the bear. If a hit is rolled, you place a small 3-inch blast template so that the center holds directly over the center of the blah, blah, blah. And then you're maybe hit, take a strength 4 AP 1 hit. What if you have, hey Johnny, what's up, buddy? What if you have the Hail of Doom arrow and you buy, where are the mischief thingies? What if noble? Okay, so enemy hit by one or more shooting attacks made by a longbow suffers D3. So you hit him with the Hail of Doom arrow, and every model hit also gets D3 strength 2 hits. Is anybody reading that differently? You know what, Seppi? You're getting a 5-minute. You're getting a 1-minute timeout. How's it going, Tom? Right. The thing is that it's too many points to ever do, but like, I would never do it. But anyways, focus. What was I doing? There is one of these things I want, and I forget which one it is. Don't need magical attacks. It might be annoyance. And a challenge, yeah. So take that in case you go up against somebody else's dragon. So you have a 4-up armor save, and that's all you have, and you hope to kill them first. Your always strikes first. Spear of Twilight is going to get work done. 65 points, killing blow, magical attacks, AP2 all the time. Always wounds on 3s. It's a damn good weapon. It's a damn good weapon. You gonna try it, Ben? Oh, we got to talk about skirmish stuff, Ben, or the charge things that we need to talk about. We'll do that shortly. Then I want to bring a Spellweaver with level 4. And I will buy tattoos right now, but it's the first 15 points I'll cut if I need to cut. I'll put them on a Warhawk, and I'm probably taking Battle Magic, but I might take Elementalism. And then we're going to go, Elemental's probably better. Because you're going to go with the... Damn. I'm starting to like the Oaken Staff. See, this Oaken Staff is actually pretty good, I think. I've come around, even though you have to use the 3 of a wood. The problem is the lore familiar. When you want to play high tier Warhammer, you got to put as many things under your control as you can. So lore familiar, unfortunately. And then the Wraithstone. He's going to fly around and put that -1 leadership down where he needs it. Voltron, I don't know anymore. I don't know if I would take Hippogriff anymore. Hippogriff is damn good, but the fact that the Royal Pegasus is skirmish effectively, 360 line of sight, is so good. I think you can't pass that up. So that's my characters. Core, Eternal Guard, boom. I mean, I meant to say Glade Guard, but we're here. We're doing Eternal Guard. We're doing 24 of these guys. And I take the War Banner. And I'd give him Veteran. And give him Shields. then you can go very minimal with your Glade Guard because you got to. The Spite has a reason why I didn't want the Spite of Despair. Because it's only for Terror and... Wait, I can't remember. 1 second. Lamentation of Despair. It's only for Fear, Panic, and Terror. The only time, in my experience, if I have 20 extra... Can he afford it? I guess so. It'd be a thing I'd cut. Because this is going to be far more situational. You're going to basically use the Terror to lower people's break tests. But, yeah, you're right. You can put that in there for now. Man, do I not know what I want to do with these guys. Maybe Truth Light and keep moving. And then Deepwood Scouts. And Truth Light. I don't know if I want Rangers, but I definitely want War Dancers. No, I don't want this. What am I doing? I don't need that. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, this. And then all additional hand weapons. I think I want Warhawk Riders. I think I want more War Dancers too, but 3 Warhawk Riders and a Swift Shooter. But they're just gonna go hunt down things that are gonna hunt your hunter dragon. They're gonna go deal with like bolt throwers and cannons and stuff. Ben, I totally agree that Pegasus is so good. And we have a good suggestion for Dark Elf Sorcerers on a Pegasus. You pretty much have to 3D print it, or go to eBay. I did that, and it cost me $150 for my Marathon Pegasus. Great. I probably would add Great Eagles, but I want more support for the Eternal Guard. Well, Tree can be it. Tree could do the job. They're doing the job. They're probably fine, actually. This is the struggle I keep having when I talk about what else. I don't know where I want to go next. So no, I do know where I want to go next, but I don't have the points for it. I want a BSB. You're not a fan of Tree Spirits? I think Treekin are pretty good. I think, oh, you know what? Actually, no, hold on. I know what I want to do. I'm going to get rid of these scouts. They're not going to work in this list. I'm going to make Dryads. And they're going to skirmish. And I might even have more of them. Yeah, this is I would play test the heck out of this before I went and played, but this is the list I'd be play testing right now for my next event. It's going to take play testing to see if it works, but I think skirmishers, especially these Dryad skirmishers, are going to do a hell of a lot of work for the game. They can really control your opponent, allowing your dragon to mop up. No, I think this is the first werewolf list I built in a long time that I'm actually happy about. Wild Riders, shut up, Colin. Who did I block? I forgot. Seppi, you can talk now. I'm sorry. Just messing with you. But behind right, the Hail of Doom combo. It's not overly broken. It's very expensive, and it'll often do 0 damage. Yeah, this is going to be all about movement, and the Dryads are... So, I don't think I can properly explain why I want the Dryads in the list. But what I'm going to do is... Ben, you're still here, right? Ben Bidis, we're going to talk about something which will come into play with this. So, Fate, I'm going to talk about something else that's going to come back around to why I'm liking Skirmish right now. But Ben, you did a comment in one of the videos about you think the charge I did was incorrect on the last stream that we did. Now, you understand how charges work better than most of the community right. Well, that's to the best of my understanding, most of the community, because a lot of us are, even I was doing it wrong. But not at the time that you saw. The charge that I did was done correctly. Because everything you said as to why you thought it was incorrect is actually right. Everything you said was how you charge. You must go the shortest possible route. You can only wheel to maximize mauls in contact. But there is a I forgot to get I should have got the page ready. There is a stipulation for multiple charges that breaks that rule. And I'll pull it up for you. I'll try to pull it up for you. Tom, yeah, type it out.
It's page 263. I just found it.
Thank you for finally chatting. How you been, buddy?
Good, man. Sorry, I'm walking the dogs. I didn't want to have to have you guys here barking. But also, if you haven't discovered, I made that number up. Don't look at that page.
You're such a twat. Can you moderate yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm banned. Should have left me unmodded that one random time I got unmodded 2 years ago.
That's true. I had to have done it. Multiple charging, multiple. It's right here. When 2 or more units are charging into the same arc as a single enemy unit, they are considered to move simultaneously, and both units must try to bring the maximum mauls from both sides into combat. So for me to maximize mauls from both sides into combat, the dogs, you know what? I can't. Maybe I should have got the video timestamp up for this as well. I'm learning how to stream, everybody. So the dogs had to wheel to the far end so that the unit of Marauder horsemen could go straight in, and then the other Marauders could go on the side. That brought the maximum amount. That combination of, from your point of view, dogs, Marauders was the only way to get that many mauls in combat was for the dogs to go all the way to the one side. So that was not only that I do it rules as written or whatever. That's the only way I would be legally allowed to do that charge. Is that following? So they all move at the same time. So the dogs don't go in first to maximize them. They all go at the same time to maximize everybody in combat. Put the Wizard and Unicorn? You could. I don't have one. If skirmishers have random move, they don't wheel and they don't turn or anything, and they can go in any direction. And is anything stopping them from just moving backwards or forwards on the spot? Skirmishers that have random move, if I have to look something up. There's a contentious thing about that Luke and I discovered a while ago, but I haven't thought about it again until right now. So there's one more thing. I gotta look up something on that for you in 1 second, Tom, because I understand how you're getting here. This is a thing Luke and I went through a while back, and I'll get to that. So Ben, Ben's probably typing something, so we'll give him a chance to catch up. I see where you're going with, because effectively all 3 move at the same time. You can break the main rule of charging. Yes. And that main rule of charging is so easily forgotten when you read everything in the skirmish section, right? Obviously not in the spirit, but purely raw. You think what I just explained was not in the spirit of the game? It is 100% in the spirit of the game and rules as intended. Be careful not to. This is something I like to hope. I hope I never do. But just because you don't like a rule, don't claim it's not in the spirit of the game.
Steve is the spirit of the game.
I am.
I don't know what
spirit of the
channel are
game.
you guys watching? Yeah.
All right, this charge. Not my. No, my question was skirmisher move. Oh, that makes more sense, Tom. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's an interesting thing about that. So let's talk about that for a second. So, no, I meant random movement. Skirmisher meaning they can move back. Yeah, hold on. Let's actually go through all of that. So we're gonna go to random move. Jeez, I gotta buy a new freaking keyboard. Models rule. Oh, let's get this on the screen proper. Models with this special rule do not have a normal movement characteristic. Instead, a dice's roll, 2d6 for example, whenever a model with a special rule moves, for any reason, roll the dice determined as far as it must move. Models with a special rule move during the compulsory move phase. They cannot march, blah, blah, blah. They can wheel to change direction, but cannot perform any other maneuvers. If a model is able to make contact with enemy during the turn. If a model makes contact with enemy, will be conscious charge, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's look up skirmisher. If a Bretonian lance is in combat, how would another unit charge in the front in the next round? It can't. Most things can't charge. It can't. Voltron, it just can't. Skirmish formation, movement. Okay. So is everything. I think rules as written, you definitely could do that. Oh, wait a second. Let me go back to random move.
Is there like a certain unit this is an issue with, or
No, it would be
it's a spell or something?
well, okay, think about you're an orc player. Goblin squig hoppers. Okay, so they're skirmish single models. They move 360. But they have random move 2d6. So basically, the argument is I'm going to roll 2d6. It's 7. I'm going to go spin in a circle for 7 inches.
Yeah, okay. If you don't want to go anywhere, yeah.
I think it's going to be FAQ'd. This is my opinion and not to be considered as a rule. It's going to be FAQ'd that they must displace 7. They must go forward 7 inches.
Yeah.
Or a direction. It must go a direction.
That seems spirit of the game.
That seems spirit of the game, but also just because I don't, yeah. So, yeah, squig hoppers can, rules as written, spin, and if your opponent does it, you don't have the right to tell them you can't. But I would ask your TO how they're going to rule it if you go to an event. Can a wizard in the fighting rank but not in base contact cast assailments? Could lead to a nasty combo as long as people... Well, I would say the answer is yes, but That's 2 S's. Let's double check that. Ah. There's apparently a lot of pages of magic. There's something said about rules is intended. So Derek, I understand that mindset, but I don't think anybody can argue rules as intended except for the person that wrote the rule. Well, you can argue it, but no one can say with certain what intended is unless they heard directly from the guy who That's why I've always hated the rules as intended argument. We can only really use rules as written. But I know that my opinion right there is a very contentious one across the community. Why can't I find the magic phase? This is definitely before this section. What the hell? No, fuck. The book I bought from Games Workshop doesn't have a magic section, guys. I can't help you on this one. General principles. Model profile. Casualties. What the magic review? Spells are deadly attacks that strike the foe without warning. Assailment spells can be cast by the wizard that are engaged in combat. They are engaged, and you can only target enemy while the caster is engaged in combat with. Yeah, there you go. You're good. They are engaged, so you can cast them. Went into the first Warhammer the Overworld tournament. No, Odiman, your acronym's too big. We had 3 hours per match. Not one got past turn 4. Lords of Rule stuff come up. Yeah, it's so early. That's gonna happen. That's fair. Is there anything under basic movement for it? You been talking about the skirmish thing? I don't know. There's no magic phase anymore. There is magic though, Sasha, and it's in the command phase. It's the first place it comes up. Has anybody gone to an event and had everybody finish all their games yet? Oh, was it in the FAQ? Sometimes I forget to think about that, Ozzy. Thank you. Hey, did they just finally announce? Hey, they announced the Knights of the Realm on foot. Stay tuned to see some of them in a battle report coming up. Oh,
Yeah, finally.
they're bringing back the Squires. I gotta buy so many of these Squires. Sorry, I got distracted, everybody. They put up an article about the malls coming out. So the Knights of the Realm on foot are coming. Great, fantastic. I've had them forever. Nice. The old mill Squires are coming back. Everybody, I'm gonna buy a crap ton of them for damn sure. And then the rest of the Tomb King stuff. I need to order a catapult and some carrion. And a necrotech. Anyways, focus.
When they put that article out, does that mean you can actually pre-order it the next weekend normally?
Yeah,
'Cause I
this
noticed
coming it's going up for pre-order
Yeah.
this coming Saturday, and then
Yeah, I
I think
gotcha.
they've moved to like a 2-week pre-order recently.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about what I said then.
Is this Nick Calf, Emissary of Citra? Is that a new sculpt?
Yes, it's resin.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks
I mean, I think
fantastic.
from the pictures in the thing I just saw.
I probably speak for a lot of people, but the stuff I pre-ordered at the game launch is still quote processing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
I emailed
sucks.
them to say, is it everything or just some? Because I'll cancel some of the stuff if I can get something.
Did you have it shipped to you or to a GW store or third
It's to
party?
me.
Wait,
Okay.
Yeah, but my local store doesn't have the those items either. So
John,
otherwise, I just buy
did
it
you
from
get
them.
your
Yeah.
BSB?
No, they still can't get that either.
Send me your address again. I'll send you one. I have an extra.
Oh, okay.
I got too many malls lying around the house. So Nuber, that dude with the helm bearer, is actually not being re-released. It never was released. So many months ago, Games Workshop sent me a bunch of stuff to prepare for the old world. And they said that model to me. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what this is. It's a different scale of the new stuff. It's clearly an old model. So we were looking at, everybody's looking at it and like, what the hell is this thing? Like, it doesn't, like, it's an old sculpt that's not very good looking. And it's like, it's small, like old metal models from Games Workshop. And we predicted, yeah, it must have been an unreleased sculpt, and that's exactly what it was. All right, where in the FAQ? I'm in the FAQ right now. Is there a maximum? No. When a unit performs a maneuver, can its front edge pass through another unit? No. The only exception is when it pivots. Isn't that that's an errata, right? You can't wheel past your own units anymore? Wait a second. Guys, second question on under movement. Look it up on the FAQ. Tell me if that's not going to change some stuff. That I just didn't catch.
World.
There's nothing here about Aussie.
Force can its front edge pass.
Oh, when again? Never mind. Sorry, Aussie. Thank you. Yeah, Odiman, it appears that you cannot charge your characters out of units anymore.
Yeah, weren't you guys playing it as if you wheel, as long as you don't end the wheel on another unit, it's legal?
Yeah, because there is maybe it's under maneuvers. There's definitely I don't want to spend forever finding it in the stream, but there was definitely try to find it real quick. Movement in detail, maneuvers. It might be under charging.
What a hard game, am I right?
Right? Maybe this is not a thing. Maybe we're just wrong. Maybe it's just a misinterpretation we had months ago. All right, guys, help me out in chat. Anybody? Was there not a section about you can maneuver through another unit? Basically, you can wheel your charge through one of your own units. That's in the book somewhere, right? Where am I getting that from?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's charged specifically, right?
Yeah. I'm not. I just checked charge.
FAQ on just.
Oh wait, hold on. I keep forgetting to do the thing. You have to go to unusual situations. Here it is.
Yeah, which is where everything is.
Everything is. Yeah, exactly. Zach Moore, how's it going, buddy? Why, hooroo. It's been a while. I've been busy with Baldur's Gate and paint commissions. All the love, good sir. Buddy, I'm not going to go to Adepticon this year, but you're going to have to come to me. I won't see you this year. Charging unit must move.
Grand narrative?
I don't. Matthew got full up, so I'm not going. It doesn't look like it. Well, It's
I'll
not.
see
It's not off the
You're
table.
coming. Yeah, you're coming. I'll see you. You can stay with me. It's fine.
Hey man, I just quit my job. Sort of. I need to, be conservative.
Well, ride your bike.
Fair.
Start now. You'll be here in time.
Charging unit must move the shortest route possible, blah, blah. Therefore, charging must often be allowed to blah. It's not here. No, there was definitely a thing. Stop breaking my heart. Sorry, Zach. Not the front rank. What do you mean by that, Drew? Oh, is that what it means? When I find this section, it means not the front rank. Oh, Drew. I assume you're addressing the wheeling while charging type thing through enemy units. That's what you're referencing, right, Drew? And help me find that in the rule book. But that's a big thing. Page 92. Moving through units. Yes, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so it's right here under moving through units, and then the FAQ. Interesting. I don't think I would have easily understood that FAQ. That is, I get it. It's clear. But I wouldn't have easily understood that. Is everybody following that? So you can wheel through your own units to do a charge, but your front rank can't do it. So basically, you can't. I need Malls to show this off. You can't be behind a unit and wheel through it, but you can be beside it and have part of your back of your own unit wheel through. I get it. So I think Luke and I both did something similar to that in the last couple of streams. I'll have to let him. Somebody remind me, let him know about that one too. You'll gladly speed paint some old world. What do I need for the old world right now? I guess a little bit of everything, actually. What time is it? Let's do another list. Please critique this. It said please, so. No, Jimmy, I definitely did not know that. I'm taking a lot of information, and it's not all staying. We're going to do an orc list. Well, Odie, man, I'll tell you this: the guy was probably being very honest with you. If you, so I knew you could do that because the rulebook says you could do that, and then there's an FAQ that clarifies that you can't. But when you read that FAQ, my mind didn't immediately make the connection that they're referencing that part. So it's easy to miss, and FAQs are always, damn. Oh, thank you, Sasha. Appreciate you. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate that comment as well. All right, so we have the real Dirty Daniel. We got a Black Orc War Boss. We got a Black Orc Mobbing Core. We got a Big Boss, a Weird Knob. Okay, we got another War Boss. Oh, I made a pure... I saw a squirrel, sorry. I made a pure Goblin list with no Night Goblins. With my collection. 2 Doom Divers make sense. Orc Board Chariot, I love. Orc Boys. What do we got in the Orc Boys? No Raggedy Banner, eh? All right. Night Goblins. No Netters? But 3 Fanatics. Okay. Can a character on Spider join an infantry unit? Yep. He just has to stand on the side. What about countercharge? Or isn't explicit about it? Characters without countercharge, but in mount. Oh, you know what? I never even thought about what you're asking. Okay, Odie, remind me after this list. We'll look into that. Because I was actually, I ran into that trouble last night when I was making a Warriors of Chaos list. So Black Orcs is going defensive. No, he's not. Okay, never mind. Great weapons. Sold unit. I love 18 Black Orcs. I have 15 Black Orcs great weapons. I want to make an 18-man unit. I want to go 6 wide. We got orcs with savage orcs, eh? Savage orc biggins.
People are real hyped on those.
I don't know if I like them. I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like orc boys. I like everything about the orc book. I think they're not bad. I think the regular. I like regular boys.
I just like the boar boy biggins so much.
Boar boys are good, man.
Yeah.
I'll be using them again soon. I'm just printing all the bases right now for my orc
So I
cavalry.
had 5 of the new school ones and 5 of the real old metal ones.
Really?
I'm just gonna run them as 10 together. Yeah. Yeah, I've decided to not repaint a lot of my like random one-off childhood paint jobs, to just have like one weird shittily painted model snuck in each unit.
Why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
it's nostalgic. I mean, that's what this game's about for me. So
No
memories, right?
I'm just reliving my childhood right here on stream with everybody, right?
Yeah.
I'm upset that goblin war bosses on a wolf can't take a bow anymore because mine are all modeled with bows.
Yeah.
But Wallop was one hit wonder in the Ruby Ring. This is a solid. I've played this.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. He does need cavalry spear, but you know the points. Orc weird knob level 4. Oh, it's a savage orc. Obsidian lodestone and earthing rod. This guy wants magic defense. Okay. The orc big boss. There's the banner of the butcher, or the banner of butchery. Is he on foot? So he's joining this squad right here, I'm gonna assume. So who's Daniel, are you here? I'm gonna strongly recommend you take, where is he? You take the banner out of the BSB and put it in the unit you want him to be joining. Yeah, he's definitely as a savage. And then you have, it's not gonna change your points. What's he doing? Hand weapon, frenzy, war paint. Ooh, we gotta find you points. We gotta find you points because you need to be a great weapon or additional hand weapon. Probably a great weapon. This guy needs to have a spear. Well, he's the Wallop is one hit wonder. It's not gonna work for you every time. We can find you 6 points. The Black Orc War Boss. Shield full plate on a wyvern. Trolley trousers and choppiest choppa. Okay. I don't know if I like magic weapons for orcs.
Yeah. That's always been
I would drop
them, right?
Yeah. Damn. But I have a feeling that his guy's he's modeled with a shield on his wyvern, and that's why he wants to take it.
Well, yeah, do they have one that wasn't? I just built that. Unless the super old one.
Well, you know what? We'll buy the shield for shooting protection, and then we'll give him a great weapon because that weapon's definitely a great weapon. And
it's huge, yeah.
And we're gonna go give him the talisman of protection as well. Talisman of protection. He's literally now his offense is literally better because the chopper's rule works with his great weapon. His defense is literally better because he has the 3 saves. And we got to find 5 points. And I can find 5 points. That's going to be easy. Oh, we're going to drop a goblin. Oh, we're going to drop 2 goblins.
Yeah, it's like,
boom.
That's an expensive goblin.
There. This lists very, very minor tweaks, and I feel a whole lot better about it. I have made this exact character already. And to be fair, to be completely honest with you, I gave him a shield as well because he's mauled with it. Oh, that's right. This list is not even legal. This list is not legal. It's a night goblin.
Because of the goblin thing.
Okay, so you're gonna spend a couple of bucks. You can get a very similar job by making this a night goblin war boss. He'll have light armor and a shield, and he'll be on a great cave squig. This will solve your problem. And you have 40 points. He had the ring, right? You're gonna be better off just giving him troll hide. I need more points. Cav spear and one less goblin. It's easy to forget that you have to have a night goblin character for a night goblin mob. Everything else is good though. There was a bunch of chats I gotta catch back up on.
Yeah, the Black Orc rule is less hard to forget.
I know, because you want it all.
Yeah.
One last question: if you fall back in good order and the pursuing unit hits both the pursued unit and the unit, both the pursued unit and a unit in an active combat that has yet to act, who gets to attack?
That seems like a very hard scenario to run into, right?
I'm trying to think if it's even possible.
Because you should, yeah, because the fleer would pop through and the pursuer can't, so
the mathematical chance of that happening is astronomical.
infinitely small.
Yeah, like the unit, because when you pursue, you're going. So the unit that falls back in good order is going to pivot directly away from you and go X amount of inches. Then you're going to pivot to face them directly and follow up, and then you have to exactly at the exact same millimeter hit both of those units. So because it's so infinitesimally unlikely to happen, you're just gonna pick which one unit you're hitting, not both. Right? That's how I would handle it.
Yeah, and I would think they'd have to be like perfectly aligned as well.
Not necessarily, because how it works is once your straightforward line would make contact with one of the units, it then counts as a charge, and then you would be forced to wheel to maximize. At one point, yeah.
I guess because he's saying it's an ongoing combat in one, and then the fleer in another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's talking about actual fleer or fall back in good order. No, fall back in
I'm
good order.
sorry. Well, I mean,
It's same
yeah.
thing, same thing.
He did say, yeah, you're a fleer until you're not.
Can a unit that's joined by someone that can not CC a unit loses CC and said character leaves the unit? Yeah, if a unit is joined by someone that cannot CC, the unit loses CC until said character leaves the unit. I'm not following that at all. Monsters Infantry must carry. Yeah, I have no idea.
Are we emailing people?
I try not to.
Yeah, you don't have to try.
Isn't it the other way around, Derek? I think it's the other way around.
What color armor should I get?
Yeah, no, it's Gorbad, yellow.
Yeah.
Not black.
All yellow?
Black and yellow. Or black and white.
I did his helmet yellow, yeah.
Gorbad's supposed to be black. Oh, Gorbad Ironclaw. Sorry, I was thinking about Grimgore. I did mine in red. So do yours in yellow.
Okay, like the box art, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The helmet.
So Derek, it's other way around. The spider can join other units. It's clumsy can't be joined by non-clumsy. Our TO came up with a long list of stuff that came up with. He tends to send to Games Workshop for answers. Sorry, I can't think of more. Yeah, I have a whole list I sent off to them. I'll tell you right now. Didn't really get a response. They gotta probably figure out how they're gonna handle all these little things, right?
Meaning they replied but didn't answer your questions, or just no reply?
I got a reply,
I gotcha.
but the reply is basically, yeah, I'll pass that on.
Oh yeah.
And then
Rules job
and then an opinion.
Yeah.
But like, we all have opinions. We need an official response.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody was talking about that. Yes, this is keep up supporting fire protection. Chariot charges regiment unit past attachment in front of it, but they can see the chariot in a position charges from. They don't. I'm not following that. I'm not following that. Talking about the Nicolum here. I am not following any of the... Oh, countercharge. Oh, that's what we were going to talk about earlier. That's right. Check the wording here. Special rule can only apply... Can only be used by units that consistently have models with a special rule. And then there was... It was... What unit were we talking about with countercharge? I have to scroll back up to get the context of the question again. Sorry, guys, I am brain fart. I can't remember the exact question. What about countercharge? It's supposed to be character without countercharge, but it's mounted on a bar of war. So, Odie, if a character is mounted on a mount with countercharge, the model has countercharge. So there's no ambiguity about that. So if we're talking, what mount has countercharge attached to it? Let's see if Chaos Horses do. No, they definitely wouldn't, right? What mount has countercharge?
I can't think of one.
Somebody did say one earlier, and I cannot remember. Was it Empire? I think it was Empire or Chaos. Chaos Steed, first charge, demonic mount.
Noam Chomsky, he did. It was maybe an hour back in the stream if you want to go back, or just look at the VOD after this.
Yeah, I mean, I actually love Legacy Armies, and I am not worried about them in any shape or form. It is possible to happen to me. Like, the math... Man. All right, that's like... It's never going to happen again, right? I had a 5-wide unit, exactly 2 inches forward, side by side with a 7-wide unit to the left. My 7-wide unit was charged. Brett Warhorse. Okay, let me, Fate, I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to do this Brett Warhorse thing real quick. And then, because I think I can answer this one real fast, and I'm going to look into more things for you. Bretonnian Warhorse. Let me just confirm it. Not that I don't believe y'all. Things stay in my head better if I look it up myself. Bretonnian Warhorse. Countercharge. So I'm not exactly confused as why there's a question. Yeah, like the rule book for countercharge doesn't say that it says it's clear as day. Models with this special rule. The horse and the character is a single model, and the model has countercharge. So there's nothing like they have it. But the errata says no? So where in the errata does it say no? Can you tell me what page? It's not that big. Magic movement. Where, Odie man? I'm not seeing it. Help me find it fast. Tell me page, column, and question. I want to read this whole thing. Oh, here we go. Some mounted models have the countercharge special rule, but others do not. Even though they have the same type of mount. Is this intentional? Yes, countercharge is a rule. There was a skill for us. Yeah, no. Sorry, guys. No, the errata does not say that. So a Bretonnian damsel on a Bretonnian warhorse joins a unit with countercharge. They all have countercharge. The errata does not say that. I'll tell you what the errata is saying. I'll give you a perfect example. Chaos Knights have whatever their mounts are called. They're called whatever. Chaos Chosen Knights have the same mount. The Chosen have countercharge. The Chaos ones don't. So if you bring a character on a Chaos Warhorse, whatever they're called, and join the Chosen, you're going to lose countercharge over there because nobody has, the model has no countercharge. There's no ambiguity here. I'm confused. Am I missing something? There's no ambiguity here. If every model in the unit has countercharge, you have countercharge. The Bretonnian Warriors gives you countercharge. Every model unit has countercharge. The Empire mounts have countercharge. If they join you with countercharge, they all get it. What am I missing? Model. The errata does definitely not say what you said. What you think it does. I'm going to read it again just because I'm a little slow. Some mounted models have countercharge special rule. Others do not, even though they're the same type of mount. Yeah, that's... It does not say that. War, because it's very when you model and paint and read all day, sometimes, and you play multiple editions, your brain does things. I've done it. We've all done it. I have to be told sometimes too, Steve, you're just reading that wrong. Like, oh, fair. This is the time where you're probably just looking too much into it. I promise you, there is some rule that I'm interpreting incorrectly. Guaranteed. I don't know what it is yet, but eventually one of you will point it out to me. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fix Fate's Daydreamer's impossible situation. A lot of players I know say a character with Warband still gets leadership bonus from non-Warband units joins. It does. A Warband rule says unless the character also has a special rule, their leadership cannot be modified. Yeah. Mike, I think you're misinterpreting Warband, actually, my dude. Let me pull it up to make sure I'm not wrong right now. And then we're gonna fix Fate Daydreamers. A Warband gains positive modifier leadership characteristic equal to the rank bonus. However, Warband cannot use the modifier leadership. Yeah. Mike, so let me help. Unless I'm misreading what you're saying. Here's a perfect example. Chaos Beast Lords have the Warband rule. And leadership, I think it's 8. We'll call it 8. Bestigors do not have Warband. Let's say there's 30 Bestigors in a unit and the Beast Lord joins them. The Beast Lord adds the Bestigor rank bonus to his leadership. Even though the Bestigors don't have Warband. Wait, note, unless a character... Wait, hold on. Wait. Note, unless a character also has a special rule, their leadership cannot be modified. The modified leadership of the Warband character... Wait, hold on. This is not... Note that unless a character also has a special rule, their leadership, that's fine. A warband can use either its own modified leadership or the modified leadership of the warband character if the warband modified leadership is of non-warband character. Yeah, sorry, I'm fine. Exactly what I said. So a beast lord with warband can lead bestigors without warband and gain their rank bonus to his leadership. But are you saying that they can't? My 5 white fell back in good order, rolling a 2 on the fallback. They pursued, and due to them being wide enough to hit both, fell back on my existing. But they'd have to be like mathematically down to like the fraction of a millimeter on the exact same line, Fate Stay. But let's assume that they were. I'll look into that. See, Mike, and don't feel bad, Mike. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're misunderstanding. See, there you go. I'm misunderstanding. It happens. Yeah, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I just think the also means the character and the unit need to have. No, the character and the unit does not. They don't both need to have it. It just means a unit with warband led by a character without warband can either modify their leadership or use his leadership, which isn't modified. But if the character has warband, it gets modified. All right, let's look into this. Wait a second. It's saying if non-warband. Yeah, demonic is right. Okay. That's because they have warband. Well, in my example, they don't. Gabriel, I was trying to explain it. Go frenzy yourself. Okay, no, let's figure out this problem. So we're gonna pursue from combat. I'm gonna I can't move it. This is gonna be under flee. It's gonna be over here. Yeah, there you go, Drew. So there's a good example of a character not getting the leadership boosted. Okay. Loser full body. So I keep moving the screen. Pursue units will also make contact with enemy units. Okay. Okay, so everything under here is just as I expected to be. So there is a section. Excuse me, there is a section earlier in the book that talks about this. It's accidental contact and stuff. So hopefully there is a clarifying answer up here. Because basically it's a charge. For rules purposes, we're just looking how to handle a charge like this. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I need a cough button. Could be under unusual situations, I believe. I'm going to read through this section first real quick. Okay, hold on. I have to. We're gonna come back to this one second again. Fate. I just noticed the errata has something. Though. Okay, what page, column in question, Mike Foster? So we can get a clear answer on this one. Vanguard. And if you guys are going to reference the FAQ, please, for the love of God, give me page and column in question. It's a couple extra numbers you got to type in for me. It saves me minutes. General principles, shooting. Here's special rules, ambusher. It's got to be out of this section, right? There we go. If a warband character described in page 80 joins you to warband with a rank bonus of +1, does the modifier to their leadership character increase their command range? That doesn't. No, Mike, that doesn't help you at all. That reinforces what I said. The exact opposite. It does. A character with warband still gets a bonus to his leadership when joining a non-warband unit, according to everything we've just read. That doesn't support the not. You can argue that maybe that's their intent. Maybe they intend to have warband only work with warband, but that doesn't. Sorry, I'm highlighting what you can't see. But that paragraph doesn't solidify what doesn't definitively say what you think it says. Back to unusual situations. Unable to align. That's not going to help. Charging a fleeing enemy. Run down the foe. Returning a charge. Not that. Multiple charge targets. That's just right there. Accidental contact or running down the foe. Here it is. A charge unit that has chosen to run down a fleeing charge or when this happens. There you go. Fate stage, clear as day. So you count as charging the new unit and the other unit gets away. Page 131. First column. Accidental contact when running down the foe. It literally gives you 3 different causes for whose leadership to use in the warband rule, guys. Wait, Demonic Teddy, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Odie Man, you're too broken up. I'm not following what you're saying. Can you do me a favor? Can you write it all into one paragraph in an email, and I'll read it right now. Write it all at once. It's too broken up. I'm not following. Can any character join a unit? Can any character join any unit unless the unit has stipulations? Pretty much. Pretty much. Can you think of an example of a character you want to join to a unit that you're questioning? I'll leave it at that, but you read it wrong. Okay, I'll go. No, Mike, I'm here. Don't. If you think you're right, don't back down. Don't back down. I've been wrong before, but I'll go ahead. If warband character, as described on page 180, joins a warband with rank bonus of 1 or more, does the modifier of the leadership characteristic increase the command range? Yes, that's. I don't think that needed FAQ. Like, that was clear as day by page 180, but I'll go back to it. And please, do not back down. If you think you're right, make your case. Going back to page 182. I'm going to go do this again. Whoops. Sorry, I come off as aggressive. I gotta keep reminding people and reminding myself this is the way I talk. I think it's the Italian in me, not to get all racial about it. Ah, there you go, Sippy. So 182 was I looking? No, what page is this? 180. Both character and unit needed warband. Unless it's fleeing, a warband gains a positive modifier to its leadership characteristic, equal to its current rank bonus, to a maximum of leadership 10. However, a warband cannot use this modifier to its leadership should it ever choose to make a restraint test. In addition, if the majority of the models in the unit have the special rule, it may reroll its charge roll. No, like that line right there would suggest otherwise too, right? But I'll keep going. Note that unless a character also has the special rule, their leadership cannot be modified by the special rule. That makes sense. What that's saying is Marauders have warband. Exalted Champions of Chaos do not have warband. If a Champion of Chaos is in a unit of Marauders, the champion doesn't gain his leadership increased by the warband rule. That's what it's saying. A warband can have either its own modified leadership. A warband can use either its own modified leadership. So Marauders have leadership 7 with the champion of the unit. Sorry, the unit champion. So Marauders have leadership 7. Maybe they have 2 ranks, leadership 9 from the unit using warband. But they can also be joined by, say, a Chaos Sorcerer who doesn't have warband in leadership 8. So it's telling you right there, you can use leadership 8 of the Sorcerer or 9 from the unit from the warband. That's what it's saying. Anybody disagree with that?
For what it's worth, that is also how I read it.
Yeah. And then before we even go any deeper in this, is there a character in the game that has warband that can join a unit that doesn't have warband? If this whole conversation is not worth having, but you know what?
I mean,
for the sake of going on, there's nothing in the rules right there on this page under warband and in the FAQ that says a character with the warband rule cannot add rank bonuses to his leadership from a unit that does not have warband. Saying otherwise is you're talking about, oh, you think this makes sense in rules as written on these 2 pages. It's clear as day a character with warband can use the rank bonus of a unit without warband. You may not like it, it may not make sense. Narratively, it's stupid, I agree with you.
Well, it just doesn't make sense why a single character would have warband.
Yeah, I know. There's probably not even a majority to reeling charges only. Exactly. Exactly. So, if the majority of the unit has warband, they can reroll charges. What that means is, Marauders with warband, joined by a Chaos Sorcerer, the majority of them have warband so they can reroll charges. Let's say a character with warband joins a unit without warband. He gains a leadership bonus. They don't. They don't reroll charges because the majority of them don't have warband. Why were you terrified, Josh? Jack, I'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna resolve this one first. I want to get to a resolution because if I'm missing something, I want to know I'm missing something. So 1 character with warband in a unit with 4 without warband, the character is not the majority. Yeah, but the majority part only applies to the charging, not for the leadership bonus. Or the modified leadership of a warband character. Steve is right. Yeah, I know I'm right. With page 180 of the rule book and the FAQ on page 3 on the second question under characters, if we're talking about just these 2 pages, I am 100% right. Now, if there's something else I'm missing from another page, that could change things, but no. If you read these 2 things, there's no other way to interpret it. I'll get to that in a second, Odie. But, is there a character in the game that has warband that can join a unit that doesn't have warband? This might even not be a non-talking point. Because it says warband, not a model with warband, it sounds like it's taking about the group as a whole as written. For me, a character with it would gain the benefit. Yeah, I would. So, like, if you read this again, unless fleeing, a warband gains a positive modifier to leadership characteristic equal to its current rank bonus to a maximum leadership 10. So let's break that down. So we have a character, we'll call him Joe. Joe is not fleeing. He has the warband special rule. He's in a unit with 2 rank bonus. What is his current rank bonus? It's 2. You can't. All these steps are yes, 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 yes. Beast Lord has warband, Victor, but is there a unit he can join that doesn't have warband? Yes, a sergeant at arms can join peasant archers. There you go, Ben. So a sergeant at arms with warband will take the peasant rank bonus to improve his leadership. Narratively, maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. The intent is I don't know. I'll never argue intent, but rules as written, that's what it says. So sergeant at arms joining peasants, warband, and who's arguing with originally? Mike, if you disagree, you can say you disagree, but can you explain to me why you disagree? And sorry, I love an argument. I'm enjoying this. I hope that I'm not coming off too aggressive for you. I know some people like arguing and some people just hate it. So my enthusiasm can be read 2 completely different ways. Just to be clear, I love this. Check the notes underneath. Okay. Again, I'll go through that again for you, Drew, but note that unless the character also has a special rule, their leadership cannot be modified by this special rule. Of course. So what it's saying is, now we're talking about, instead of Joe, we're talking about Bill. Bill is a Chaos Sorcerer. He's joining Marauders. So unless a character with special rule, unless the character also has a special rule, their leadership cannot be modified by the special rule. So Bill, the Chaos Sorcerer, who's with Warband, does not have his leadership increased by Warband. First sentence, that's what it says. No problem. A Warband can either use his own unmodified leadership, that is, we're talking about the Marauders, they have Warband. They can use their own unmodified leadership, their own modified leadership, or they can use the modified leadership of the Warband character. Or the unmodified leadership of a non-Warband character, whichever is higher. Like, are you misunderstanding this, Drew? I think you're misreading the italics. Yeah, see, Ben, that's a good point. The warband character, the sergeant, no, he's leadership 7 as well. Yeah, never mind. I think it was someone else. Yeah, I appreciate the views. I quit. Like, are you awesome? Perfect. But don't want to hijack the chat. No. There's too many conversations going on at once. I'm only doing one at a time. So yeah, we're doing this right now, Mike. Also, Fate Stay. Did you get my interpret? Yeah. Were you here? The unit gets away. Fate Stay. Did I say that? I started making popcorn. Yeah, but let's run this one down, Mike, and then we'll go on to the next one. I am taking the also part as to mean both need it, but that doesn't say that. Sorry, I'm going to be very aggressive about this statement, Drew. You are I'll read it one more time, but you're manufacturing extra words here, or a different interpretation. So I'll go through each sentence. So the first one we already covered. A warband leadership. A warband can use either its own modified leadership, the modified leadership of a warband character, or the unmodified leadership of the non-warband character, whatever it's higher. It's so clear, Drew. No, Drew, you're so wrong. So the first sentence we're done with, right? The warband, that's the Marauders. Bill's the Chaos Sorcerer. Remember him. The warband can use either its own modified leadership, because they have warband, 7 up to 9 for the 2 ranks. The modified leadership of a warband character. Bill's not a warband character. Joe was. No, Joe wasn't either, but let's say there's a new guy, Ronnie. Ronnie was a warband character. He used his modified leadership. And that was the third sentence. I lost the sentence. The modified leadership of a warband character, or the unmodified leadership of the non-warband character, whichever is higher. You are wrong, Drew. You're wrong. But we're going back to Mike. Okay, my only 2 point is 1. The warband rule says the character leadership only goes up if he also has warband. Correct. You were right about that. And the errata example says both the character and the unit need. Yes, Yes, you are right, Mike. What you are reading implies they maybe intend that you're supposed to have both, but they did not write that. You see what I'm saying? What you are reading is starting to imply that maybe you think that they mean you to have both. I can definitely see where you're getting from there, but it does not say that. It says a warband character, as described on page 180, joins a warband with a rank of 1 or more. Does the modifier to leadership characters use the command range? Yes, but let me read it another way. If a warband character, as described on page 180, joins a unit with a rank bonus of 1 or more, does the modifier to leadership characters increase the command range? Well, if you want that FAQ, it needs to be answered, but with the wording out here, the answer to that is yes. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? So this FAQ, because they said if a warband character, as described on page 180, joins a warband with a rank bonus of 1 or more, does the modifier of the characteristic increase the command range? The answer is yes. But just because that is a yes doesn't mean the same question, does he join the non-warband unit, also increase it? It may imply that's what's in their thinking, but doesn't say that. And we play rules as written, not rules as intended. You say it did not write that, but I argue it's the only way to interpret the word also in the warband description. There's no other reason for the word also. Okay. In the warband description, wait, the warband description doesn't have the word also in it anywhere. What are you talking about? No, Drew, that's not what, LOL, that's not what that means, Drew. You are misinterpreting that. What that means is a character without warband can't join a warband unit and have its leadership increased by the warband rule. That's what that means. You are 100% wrong, dude, and you're laughing, but you're misunderstanding it. What that is saying, a character without warband can't use the warband rank leadership bonus. You're misunderstanding that one. That's not even. You're reading a different argument. So you have now having two arguments here. One with Drew, one with Mike. Mike is making sense. He's arguing intended, and he's got a leg to stand on. Drew, you're just straight wrong. Sorry, brother. And if you're arguing wrong, then why does the rather say both character and? No. Okay, so wait. There's no Mike. What do you mean by the also? There's no also. There's no also, but unless I'm missing something, tell me where you're getting the also from. And then if you're arguing I'm wrong, then why does he rather say both the character and the unit? No, but see, Mike, now you're changing the words. It does not say that. It does not say they both have to have it. You are changing the parameters here. I'll read it again, word for word. Sorry, this is too much fun for me. If a warband character, as described on page 180, joins a warband with a rank bonus of 1 or more, does the modifier of their leadership characteristic increase command range? The answer is yes. It doesn't say they both have to have it to increase the command range. It just says in that situation, the answer is yes. But it doesn't, just because the answer is yes in that situation, now you're saying every other situation the answer is no? Well, hold on. Look at the FAQ. Let me change the one word. I'm going to use your argument and change one wording. If a warband character joins a warband with a rank bonus of 1 or more, does the modifier to their leadership characteristic increase their command range? Yes. So you're saying if I have a rank bonus of 2, I don't modify the command range? Because it only said 1. It didn't say 2. It said if I have a rank bonus of 1. So with the way you're looking at rules, if a warband has a rank bonus of 2, you cannot add to the character's command range. Because the FAQ only said 1. You follow me now? My ears are getting hot.
This is probably unrelated, but we did just lose 2 subscribers. Kidding.
Oh god, I can do this all day. I love this so much. Hold on, super chat. So Victor's moving from hey buddy. Steve, my chaos lost. Oh no, it's alright, bro. Against Brett's failing crucially ships. Also, corn on chosen knight's egg. Did you make the 50 number? I have not. I have not, Saul. I'll get to it. I agree with your point on Riorata, but my point still stands, and you are 100% wrong that there is no also in the warband description. Okay, hold on. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. I gotta double check that. Unless it's fleeing, a warband gains a positive modifier to a leadership characteristic equal to his current rank bonus, up to a maximum of leadership 10. However, a warband cannot use this modifier to his leadership should it ever choose to make a restraint test. In addition, if the majority of the balls used to have the special rule, it may reroll charges. There's no also there at all. Okay. Then there's italics. Note that unless the character also has a special rule, sorry, there you go. So unless a character also has a special rule, their leadership cannot be modified by the special rule. Yes, that's what. Yes, that means you're wrong. So a chaos sorcerer who doesn't have the rule does not gain the warband rule leadership bonus. That's what that's saying. You're misinterpreting the very first line. So unless a character also has this special rule, their leadership cannot be modified by this special rule. It's clear as day. A chaos sorcerer cannot have their leadership modified by the warband rule. That's what the first sentence is saying. A warband can either use its own modified leadership, the modified leadership of a character with warband, or the unmodified leadership of the character, the sorcerer, for example, without warband. What? You're messing with me now, Randy. Kyle. First ever super chat I'm not going to read. My issue is the warband character cannot join a non-warband unit and gain leadership. No. Drew, rules as intended, they might not be, they might not supposed to be. Rules as written, you absolutely can. Please, the point is, the note only applies to the case where the unit already has warband rule. The also does not apply if the unit does or does not have the warband rule. Nuber, I'm sorry, bro. I'm cooked. I'm not following that. Do peasants have warband? No, they don't. If the sergeant has warband, he joins the peasants. He gains. Thank you, Nuber. I don't follow why you think I'm correct, but you think I'm correct. In fact, here's the thing. I'm right. I'm right. Rules as written. I know it's such an arrogant thing to say. That's what it says. I think you may. I've been guilty of this too. You may have skimmed it once, understood the implication, and now that's all you can see. If you go about it objectively, line by line, it's clear. It's clear as day. Also, DT. No, I don't know, bro. What do you mean? I'll get you. Okay, you know what? Just so I want to know where I can care less what you guys think. I know I'm right, but I'm gonna do this real quick. There's gonna be a bunch of troll votes too. I'm okay with that. Go fence yourself too, Drew. Go fence yourself, dude. It's not arrogant when you're right, I know. I try to be humble. And then we're gonna move on. Only 30 votes. I don't care. You know how often I get into these arguments and emails, and I know not to. This is why I don't read my emails. Grombolg, I explained that 5 times. I'm out. I'm out. Let me do that email for Udi real quick, and then we'll go to I can't remember what we were doing before this. No, Josh, I swear to Christ, bro. All right, let's put this over here so I can read this better. All right, so I have a unit with an attachment. My detachment is on the side of my parent unit within 3 inches, but further back, slightly behind the rear rank. Okay. A chaos chariot charges my parent unit in the flank. It was far off to my right, so out of sight of the detachment. Can the detachment stand and shoot support fire? They don't see it when it declares, but enters their field of view before making contact with the regimental unit. Think of a train into a subway platform. Okay, let's look up that one first. My answer is, my gut says no, but we're going to confirm that before we say no. Let's go to, it's just a straight up stand and shoot, right? Stand and shoot is not a thing. Why is it not a thing? Charge reaction. Oh. No. Charge reactions? There we go. No! What the ass? Not even the PDF wants to fight me. Drew, that's a separate conversation. I don't want to answer that question right now. But I respect what you did right there. And that's how you argue appropriately. With me anyway. This is shooting. I'm too. Movement. Charge reactions. No, the answer is no. You can't stand and shoot. Go fringe yourself, flammable hero. Second question: can a pistol stand and shoot if the charger fails their charge and doesn't reach within their? Oh, I haven't thought about that. Drusel, thanks for the great debate. Hey, thank you for your first ever super chat, brother. Yes. So, Odie, one, you can't stand and shoot, but if you could, the pistol could. Yes. You declare all your charges, then you declare all your charge reactions and immediately carry them out, and then you're gonna roll your charges. So you're out of. I kind of knew this answer, but I like to look everything up. So yeah, you just you declare the stand and shoot as when you declare your reactions. So the target will be where it is for line of sight purposes at the time declared, but they're considered to be in range of the weapons for the stand and shoot purposes because they're coming in, even if they fail to charge. Steve being paid to argue, I know. Thank you, Drew, for conceding. Josh, don't bring anything with drilled either, okay, bro? I don't want to deal with that one either. Flammable Hero, how do you do it? How do you do it so fast? Yeah, but support fire on parent unit's behalf. Okay, let me double check support fire. You're right. Gotta make sure I look at every section. Support is supporting fire? Yeah, the supporting fire doesn't help you at all here. They stand and shoot as if they're the charge target, so you still have to have line of sight. So like if somebody is charging a missile unit in the flank, they can't stand and shoot. They can't see them. So no, your detachment cannot stand and shoot if the detachment can't see the target. How about this one? 6 wide Black Orc unit will have 3 shields. Oh no, I hate Motley Crew. We'll have 3 shields and 3 great weapons in the front rank. What armor save do you use? Whichever one you want. I think, right? I'm pretty sure the answer is whichever one you want. Is it EY? Yeah, you pick whatever you want. False. Is it whichever one is worse for you? Are you Rain? See, here's the thing. Now I don't know because maybe you're right, but maybe you're messing with me. Just for the old world. Flammable Hero? Just for the old world. Oh, it is. Well, I'll set the next stream up to use that. Mr. Fitzsimmons. You I've given my explanation to Drilled as best I can. What was I cannot remember what I was doing. Oh, Motley Crew. How's it going, Farmer George? Oh, Jack, I'll get that in 1 second. Sorry, I forgot about that one. It says majority. Yeah, but there is no majority, so you got to pick one. I'll look it up, but it stated that in case of such an ambiguity, use whichever is the worst outcome. Where's that from, Rain? I'll read it again. I didn't see it anywhere, Rain. Farmer George, you missed way too much, bro. Yeah, so when you're equal 3 and 3, just pick which one you want. There's nothing saying you have to take the worst one. And then Jack, Steve, can a warrior priest use the veteran rule of the units he's attached to in order to reroll his leadership test? No, because veteran does not allow you to reroll leadership tests. Veteran only allows you to roll very specific things. It allows you to reroll. Oh. No way. I could have swore veteran said fear, panic, and terror. You know what? Give me a second, guys. I have to check the PDF Games Workshop sent me and see if it's different. I don't have them anymore. Oh, no, I do. If that works, that's gonna change a lot of my opinions on Empire. It's gonna mean I'm gonna start spamming priests. I'm gonna stop cutting priests out of my list. I'm looking for veteran, right? Hey. No! It's crashing! I don't think they want me using this thing. Oh, are we good? Screw it. It's on page 180. I'll have to look it up. Nope. Says the same thing. I just can't read. Yeah, it's okay, Kyle. They're BSB's handout veteran. Steve, crews, motley crews in marching column and wants to stand and shoot, but only has half. The answer is 7. Flammable Hero, 7. Yeah, so I'm gonna start actually bringing veteran state troops and warrior priests. Okay, I have to look at veteran state troops because basically they're gonna reroll ones to hit and wound most of the time now, about 70% of the time, which is damn good. Actually, no, it's almost 90% of the time rerolling hits and wounds of 1. See, Flammable Hero, you know what? I was wrong. I did bad math and it was 6. My bad. I guess that the unit gets to roll each test. Okay, so fair argument. Fair argument. So real quick, let's see if they define what a unit is. That's not gonna be hard. Okay, we'll go to general principles and see if they define what a unit of the. I wish they would just take out the lore from the rule books and keep them separate so we can find things faster. Because I'm pretty sure what a unit is covered under the general principles of the game. Jeff, I swear, I hate you guys. I hate everybody. I swear to Christ, I'm gonna end this stream. I can't remember what I'm doing. You guys just sort of chat. I'm gonna stop looking at chat. General principles. See, you gotta be so deep in the weeds. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Where's general principles? Here we go. Measuring, moving through units. Directly away. Most of your forces. Forming units. Okay. That's about formations. All right, so next we're going to characters. No, character. Character? Are you kidding me? No. No. Under form units, page 100. I was already there. I just didn't see it. Where? Oh, it's actually highlighted. Okay, so we have to go to actually check characters for when they like, join units for clarification. Like, I'm pretty sure I know the answer is going to be yes, but I want to prove it before I go into another tangent. My character's unit. The answer is not. It's not definitively stated that the warrior priest can use leadership. My gut says yes, but that's not a good argument. Can units train units? You know what? Here we go. This is not definitively saying so, but it implies. So I'm going to use what I don't like rules as intended here. Saying two characters can't form a unit, but a character. I would say the answer is yes. Does anybody disagree with that? The warrior priest can use the veteran reroll in his leadership. But I'm also, I want to be clear, I'm biased, and I don't want to take my word on it. I don't want to take my opinion on this. Because I want it to work. I recognize it. I want it to work. But can anybody come up with an argument why, like, the warrior priest does not count as part of the unit? I was gonna use the argument that spells targeting them would, like, if the warrior priest isn't part of the unit, when you put a debuff on them, the warrior priest would not be affected by it. But like, there's a little paragraph here stipulating that they would. The last part says for me just for unit strength. Yeah, but that's only that's the argument as I think it's an argument as intended, not definitively. But I'm seeing the same thing or reading the same thing. Warrior priest uses his leadership to it specifically says his to do his abilities, but it's the veteran rule says reroll leadership checks. Steve, consider the reverse. What would happen if unit of great swords with a warrior priest were hit by a spirit leech spell? No, I agree, but. Yeah, you're right. No, Kyle, that's a damn good argument. You're right. Two warriors can? No. It says two units cannot join together and make an ad hoc unit. It says they cannot. I disagree, but I don't have super strong arguments. Sudden, come on. I need something to. Give me any kind of argument so I can look into it. Because you never know what you're thinking from a different page. Like, oh, I read this paragraph over here and kind of clarifies what a unit is, and thus no. Steve FAQ, yeah, right. It's whatever I want it to do. Steve FAQ. What part of the FAQ? I'm not seeing it. Special rules. Oh, here we go. Can a character without veteran special rule that has joined a unit with a veteran special rule use the benefit when attempting to use a special rule that requires them to make a leadership test. No. Problem solved. FAQ says no. Wait a second. Does that imply that if a warrior priest is in a unit that gets hit by spirit leech and he wants to do his prayer, it's not modified? Can a character without veteran special rule that has joined a unit with the veteran special rule benefit from it when attempting to use the special rule that requires them to make a leadership test? Rallying cry, for example. No. When a character attempts to use a special rule that requires them to make a leadership test, they must use their own leadership characteristic, unless specifically stated otherwise, cannot use any additional special rules that they themselves do not have. I'm done. I got 3D printing to do. Did I miss anything before we end this? We wrap this up. Where's the talk about double unit strength, auto panics, losing combat? Should have break. This thing is not very searchable. Bases, Drew. Gotta finish rebasing my armies. Getting them done. I wish I could do that. I would love for warrior priests to be able to re-roll their prayers. That would make my day. Honestly, it would make my day. 21 minutes, Flambo Hero. 21 minutes per tray. Per print right now. It's insane. Reading the rulebook over and over, something leads me worse understanding rather than better. I know, Rain. It happens, bro. It happens. I think we have to accept this rulebook was not designed for human use. It smells pretty good. I like the smell of resin. The high-speed resin smells a little... Oh, this is broken. I broke this one. The high-speed resin smells a little bit different. Parappa? Thank you. Page 154. There you go. A warband character in a unit with veteran and drilled attachment. It's been covered. Like, the answer is 7. We've covered that, Claven. The answer is 7. Last time in the book, you see, please read Countercharge errata again and focus on italics. I don't think you're right on this one. Okay. I'll do it again. Countercharge. Whole world. It was down here. Some mounted malls have the countercharge special rule, but others do not, even though they have the same mount. Is this intentional? Yes. Oh no, I'm 100% right, dude. There's not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. You're misunderstanding it completely. I'm 100% right. The horse that has countercharge confers it to the model. The model is the character and the horse. That model now has countercharge. You're completely misunderstanding the FAQ actually. Unless I'm misunderstanding your question. So I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna make sure I can use the appropriate words. I'm gonna check what models, character mounts, Chaos Steed. Perfect. I can do it. Okay. So a Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, he's Sorcerer. Great. A Sorcerer who has a Chaos mount wants to join. I'll walk you through page by page for this for everybody. Chaos, not Chaos Knights, they don't have it. Chosen Chaos Knights, they got counter charge. But because the sorcerer joined them, they cannot use counter charge. The sorcerer has no counter charge on the model. Now, if you go to fantasy, we have let's say, this lady right here. Where is she? Nope. Where are you? Nope. A handmaiden, the lady. She buys where's her mounts? A warhorse. They don't have counter charge. Counter charge. Can she buy a Bretonian warhorse? This is a bad example. Wait, wrong page. Yes, so a prophetess buys a Bretonian warhorse, and she joins Grail Knights, and I'll go over to them. I went too far. I went too far. Grail Knights have counter charge. Now, every Malnet unit has counter charge and charges in. No, read the rest. What rest? There's nothing else. Some mounted models have counter charge special rule, but others do not, even though they have the same type of mount. Is this intentional? Yes. The counter charge rule represents the skill and ferocity of the rider, not their mount. In other words, not every rider will be willing to be able to perform a counter charge regardless of their mount. Yes, but I see what you're getting. No, unfortunately, okay, you have a very good argument for intent, but no, it rules as written. It's still the prophetess can countercharge because countercharge. Can only be used by units that consist entirely of models with the special rule. The prophetess gains countercharge. You can't refute that. The countercharge, every model must have it. The prophetess has countercharge on the horse. I use the Black Library books as rules references. That's what we're doing right now. It's the mount prophetess. I get that. I'm understanding that, but mounts confer the special rules. It's under the mount split profile section. So yeah, so like you guys can't see the FAQ, but yeah, the FAQ says, in other words, not every rider is willing and able to perform a countercharge regardless of their mount. Let me make an argument for what I think that means. So back to Ravening Hordes, the Chosen Knights have the same mount, the Chaos Steed, as the Sorceress. They have countercharge. The sorcerer doesn't. The sorcerer, they have the same mount. It's not the mount, it's the rider doing it. But specifically in the case of Bretonians, their purebred warhorses are the ones doing it. So Chosen Knights, the rider's doing it, but specifically for the Bretonians, the mount is doing it. So exactly, right? So she gets the countercharge. I'm saying she can countercharge. It's the Brett warhorse, not the normal horse. Yeah, a normal horse cannot do it. If she wants to countercharge with them, she has to be on a Bretonian warhorse. Unless otherwise noted, any special rules that apply to one element, rider mount, apply to the others as well. Yeah, there's in the back of my mind, I can see maybe the FAQ they meant to say she's not supposed to, but the FAQ did not say that. So if you're forcing your opponent with damsels to not countercharge, I think you're kind of robbing them. The horse tells the rider to buckle up and do it themselves. Yeah, it's dumb, but it is what's happening. Unicorn gives it 2. There you go. What is sudden reading? What did I miss? Oh yeah, you're reading flavor italics. The Bretonian purebred warhorse has been it's always been lore. This is a bad argument. It's always been a better warhorse than lore. It's bred to bear people into combat, to bear riders into combat. The rule is the warhorse is doing it. And if you're going to argue the italics, I'm going to argue the flavor as well. It's a Bretonian warhorse. The warhorse very clearly has countercharge. The model has countercharge. Like, if the Bretonians didn't exist, and somebody's like, well, how come the Chosen Knights can countercharge? They have the same horse as everybody else. Well, it's not the horse, it's the rider. That's why they have it, not the other horses. But the Bretonian ones are special purebred war horses that what has the countercharge special rule. I think it also helped balance things out. No countercharge to the Chaos Lord. Yeah, so you put a Chaos Lord in the Union of Knights, they can't countercharge. That would be terrifying if they could. Exactly, Mr. Fancy Pants. Just because you don't like the conclusion doesn't mean the conclusion is incorrect. I could care. I have literally no horse in this race. I don't care which way this gets ruled. But like, here's why. I'm never gonna put my damsel in a Union of Knights. Never gonna do it. So I do not care which way this gets ruled. This will not affect me in any way, shape, or form. In fact, if my opponent has their wizard in the Union of Knights, the countercharge would be good. I want their wizard in combat with me. I have no stake in this game whatsoever. I'm very unbiased about this one, but it's clear. Like the damsel gets the countercharge. They may want it not to work that way, but they didn't say that. Knights errant don't get countercharge. There you go. Did not get countercharge? I thought they all did. Yeah, they have no countercharge. I figured they would have countercharge. Yeah, there you go. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is an argument against my stance, though. Because Knights Errant don't have countercharge, but they're riding Bretonian warhorses. So Knights Errant also getting countercharge. No, because all the rules will be listed. All the rules will be listed. So they would get. Never mind. Scratch that. I had a moment of weakness for a second. I mean, otherwise, no brick character would have countercharge. Get rid. Does the Empire horse have countercharge? Like, just when I say don't rob other people, don't rob yourself either. Fantasy. I have work to do. Too far. Yep, he's got countercharge. They have. Wait, I could have swore I just read them and they didn't have countercharge for Flammable Hero. Again, maybe my brain's getting cooked here. We'll go back to Knights Errant. No, they don't. Yeah, Knights Errant don't have countercharge, Flammable Hero. What am I missing? So here, this even supports. This even helps you out, OD, because this supports it. These Knights Errant have a Bretonian warhorse that doesn't have the countercharge special rule because it'll be printed here. Yeah, brains get cooked, my dude. Don't worry. Does Fury King give extra attacks to the mounts? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes. Hmm. Hmm. No, I'm not sure. Yep, it does. Can a character move while inside a unit except when moving through ranks or unit reforming? No. If I'm understanding your question, no. Now I'm confused. Lucky me, I just want to play greens. Just charge. Just go forward with your greens. Any particular reason why you hate... No countercharge? I have definitely countercharged with my questing knights in the past. Damn. I have definitely countercharged my questing knights. Alright, fixing Bretonians, they're a little too strong. I have to deal with a lot of elf players. It's my favorite army. Well, it's like my favorite army, but I'm not proud of my community. All right, we're gonna end it. I gotta get work done. Did I miss anything? Are we good? Can we call it a day? Come back at this next week. See you all Wednesday. Oh my god. Is anybody still in chat with me? Johnny Payne, you still here?
I'm here. See you, brother.
Later, dude. Wait, also, are there many kinds of wars? Is their name the same? Have different rules? You can see the name champions, but I don't know. All right. Goodbye. They're still good. I know they're all. I just bought more off eBay. That's why I love them. Later, all.